Good Lord. All right. What was I doing in Pokemon? Because even though this isn't a Pokemon stream, someone will get mad at me. Fuck it, whatever. Here you go. Yeah, I've been playing a ton of Pokemon. Just for anyone who's watching this. As much as I fucking hate BDSP for some of the things that have been excluded, like moves and a whole bunch of other features, like, I have more or less been able to get some good breeding done. So I am kind of proud of myself in that respect. So, like, that is one thing I'm kind of proud of. There's, like, they kind of fucked up, like, every aspect of this fucking game, which kind of pisses me off, but whatever. I kind of like a lot of it. I need to get a... I really wish there was Mega Evolution. That shit really messes with me. Mega Evolution and no hidden abilities kind of really fucks this game up because... Wait, I don't need to close this. What the fuck? Mega Evolution and no hidden abilities kind of fucks with me because, I wish I could have that because there's a lot of Pokemon that have good megas and good hidden abilities, and I hate the I hate the idea that fucking Let's Go is the last game that lets you Mega Evolve. Fucking Let's Go. And there's no abilities in it either. What was I playing today? Fuck, Mass Effect. Jesus. Let me take out Halo. Dude, so, you wanna know, you remember when I said I bought all those games from GameStop for dirt cheap during the sale? Dude, like, every single disc I got from GameStop came, like, super fucked up. Every single one. And so, like, I'm never ordering used games from GameStop online again. Like, that's not happening. Every single game I ordered from GameStop, I had to deep clean the shit out of to make it work and be read by the fucking console. That was, like, peak annoyance. I'm really, like, not happy with that at all. So, like, GameStop is fine for new games. I don't know if it's, like, some weird way they clean their discs or something. I don't know if it's some weird way they clean their discs or something, but that shit was, like, not working. Like, so many of these games, I could not get to work. And, you know, like, you pay good money for some of this shit. Like, even if Far Cry 3 is $28 or whatever, or $26 I think it was when I bought it. Like, it's still money, you know, like, I still want to get my money's worth out of it. Like, it was just not fun. I'm really kind of salty that was the best I could expect out of them after all of that. But anyway, welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to finish Mass Effect 1 so I can move on with my life, unfortunately. It really is a sad statement to make, but it's the truth. And I hate it. I'm not even playing a class I want to play. See, in Mass Effect 2 and 3, I don't think there's any class-based achievements anyway, so you could just play whatever you want, and you're good. So, if I absolutely had to, I would just play the usual. I only play Sentinel in those games. There's no reason not to play Sentinel. See, only the Galaxy Brains play Sentinel in those games, so I am one of them. From who?
Is it the ambassador?
Oh, okay. So basically, at this point in the game, the council are basically going to tell you about Vermeer. Vermeer unlocks once you complete one of the main core worlds, which is the only way that you could do it before finding Liara. Okay. We want you to investigate Vermeer. Thank you for all your help, Council. This is like maybe one of the few times the Council hands you a little bit of help. If I remember correctly, some missions open up, right? After doing Novaria? Oh, you can't even land on Novaria again. That's hilarious. They don't even let you come back. Or maybe, no, it's because I'm already docked here, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, the 60 frames is so nice. So what's new that opens up after you, do you have to do 2 worlds to get new galaxies to open up?
Or is it 3?
Styx, Theta, Erebus, let's see. I have no idea, that's why. Because I know that, like, towards the end of the game, you're able to like new galaxies open up that only open up after you complete certain worlds. Like, did we do? See, I don't know what I've done so far. That's what kind of sucks. I forget what I've specifically done, but like the thing with the Thorian, I think we did that already, and that's not. Oh, I see. Here we go.
Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
I think this is the fake one.
314th Infantry Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The list has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate.
Oh, this might be the listening post one actually. Netmos. There you go. We're actually getting really close to getting all the collection side quests done. They don't have any effect. They're just like for extra experience. That's like, they're the definition of completionist trophies on the thing. There you go. Natmos. Man, if only we had a Star Wars game like this. It'll never happen now of all times.
Oh, we got Lego Star Wars.
Yo, Lego Star Wars is legit looking to be actual fire. That's what's the crazy part to me is like Lego Star Wars is actually shaping up to be like what am I in? Styx Theta? Erebus? No. Okay, cool. Lego Star Wars is legit shaping up to be actual fire, and that's kind of what surprises me is like normally when games like that come out, because I played episode 7, it wasn't that great, it wasn't to die for. It was also at the end of me like paying for PlayStation Online, so by the time I got to it I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really care that much. Okay, here we go. I didn't really care too much by the time I got around to it, that's why. So these quests unlock because we've killed the Rachni, and the Rachni are like, you know, basically each of the core 3, I guess like you could say 4. I don't really count Therium. Where do you find Liara again? Therum. I don't really count Therum as a core world just because Therum is like, I mean, who wouldn't recruit a party member? Like, you don't lose anything from going to Liara later. You only lose if you miss out on her the whole game, pretty much. So, like, in my opinion, it's better to just go do Therum early. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, shit. They said there was something over here. It's quite literally a Rachni hive. I think they appear even if you kill the Rachni Queen. So it's not like these random encounters, right?
Yeah, on Novaria?
No. I'm on the Netmos, another planet.
Oh, yeah, no, regardless.
Yeah, they appear regardless of if you kill the Rachni Queen or not. So, like, hint, hint, you might as well save her. But whatever. She don't want to be saved. Good old Captain Save-A-Ho. But yeah, like you were playing, not Tortanic. I really should play more Tortanic. But, like, I end up never having the time for it, and I'm eventually going to forget my login information. And that's when I'll truly be fucking lost on that game, you know what I mean? Because, like, Tortanic is kind of fun. It appears the particle borers were shut down just after breaking into the tunnels below the surface. It's stenciled with the logo of the Tenkara Mining Consortium, but there's no trace of the mining crew. Yeah, they're dead.
Dead.
If we're out here on a random planet in space, these dudes are dead. I'm sorry. I know no one wants to hear it. You're just dead.
Dead.
You knew the risks. No, I mean, even if you didn't, fuck you. Swimming might come in like a pool.
Whoa, you can't say that, bro.
You can. I'm playing. Wait, what do you mean? Games have fucking talked about it. Dude, you know people play Welcome to the Game on Twitch? It's actually a really fun game to watch. It's pretty based.
It's actually, and I know you don't like I know you're never playing Breakpoint.
Hilarious.
A cutscene where the main character meets like somebody who betrayed, like one of the ghosts that betrayed him, and he says, "This world is filled with nothing but blood, sweat, and cum."
Wow.
What? This is weird.
Bruh, can I just really appreciate how great fucking Origins is compared to Odyssey and Valhalla? Odyssey and Valhalla, like, do not hit as hard as Origins does in terms of how serious their stories are, I feel. I really don't. Like, Odyssey is intentionally, by design, like, a partial comedy a little bit. But Valhalla, like, some parts of the story... See, okay, maybe Valhalla's a little close, I feel. But, I don't know, man. Sometimes Ubisoft just actually can make fire, and then sometimes they just, like, decide not to, and I don't understand why that, like, dichotomy is the way it is. Like, Watch Dogs was a great idea, but everyone remembers it because they lied about the graphics. And in my mind, it's like, but why lie about the graphics? People are gonna buy the fucking game and look at it with their eyes. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Video games are a visual medium. It's literally in the fucking name. Video games. Or video, well, not the games part necessarily, but video. Literally comes from Latin. Like, what are they doing? It's such a shame. Such a fucking mess. And I know I'm gonna play Watch Dogs Legion and not like it as much, so... There's that. I have it, by the way. I told you what games I bought for PS5, right? Did I? He's dead. I bought, Phoenix Rising, because that... Yeah, I bought...
I still have to finish it on Switch, and I don't know what it is. I can't.
I heard it was like Odyssey Light, and I heard good things about it when it came out. Like, it was a sleeper hit.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game, but, again... Oh, after playing Odyssey and Origins, I just don't have...
I just think they took Origins really seriously. I think that there was a lot of Origins that they really, really took, like, distinctly seriously. And I think it paid off. I think that Origins is a very, very... It goes hard in the paint because it's written to be very, very hard. And then, like, Odyssey is, like, a little more shitposty. Like, there's serious moments in all these games. The overall plot is serious. I like a game that can be serious and it can have its moments of humor. Which, now that I think about it, is something that Mass Effect really excelled at a little bit. What the fuck is this? Oh, there's another Rachni colony over here. Yeah, here we go. Oh, shit, he literally spawned right on my ass. I don't know if I've ever done this before, now that I think about it. Why do they all hop out? What the fuck? This is such a weird game, man. It's a shame. Oh, so I mean, like, I guess we could talk about the biggest thing in news for gaming, since this is kind of like my podcast 2.0. Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard. Yes, thunderous applause. Everyone loves it. Everybody appreciated it. But for real, though, the reason why I appreciated it... Uh-oh, who added me? I'm already scared. Uh-oh, even more scared. The reason why I can appreciate it is because at the end of the day, Microsoft just wants to have a ton of games on their platform, and you know they're gonna make shit, and I'm hopeful on my own personal games being made, but you know they're gonna greenlight a lot of stuff. But, like, on the other hand, shit is just getting too big. I mean, like, they say they're gonna honor deals, and I believe them, but who knows, in, like, another couple of years, you know, like, maybe this console generation they will. But obviously this is all, like, a long-form keikaku. So, like, years down the road, they have all these exclusives that they could pile on their consoles and sell for 50 years into the future. Because that's how video games are. What the fuck? Wait, is this where I need to go? What the fuck? Wait, where am I? What the fuck? Oh, it's not... okay, this is not accessible before receiving lieutenants. Oh, no. Okay, so we did get the coordinates, I think, from her. Maybe. Do we have to actually go to the thing? Okay, no. Okay, so we can't do this yet. Because what we're going to see with Bethesda... I don't know if they said if Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be multi-plat. I could imagine that they'll make it multi-plat just so they could rake in some extra money. Because...
Elder Scrolls 6? They're just going to re-release 5.
Well, no, they confirm they're making it, but who knows when the fuck it's coming out. Like, Skyrim came out on the Xbox 360, the PS3, and I mean back then the fucking PC. So like, yeah, they don't like making games is slowed from a lot of these big companies, right? Like it's sometimes a lot more profitable to just sell the same game over and over and over again. Not even like as a remake, just to sell it. But like, I mean, I think what this really does is it prevents us from waking up one morning and seeing that Blizzard has decided, or Activision's decided to shut down Blizzard. You know what I mean? Like, we all get to go to sleep tonight and every night knowing that we're not going to wake up and Blizzard is making news like, oh yeah, we're done, guys. We're liquidating. We give up. I think that's probably like the biggest thing that they have going for it, is that like there won't randomly be a day where they're like, okay, well, nothing's going to happen. Or like, we're done now. We can't salvage this company. Because that's like the one thing I think a lot of people are concerned about, is like, you know, what's going to happen to Blizzard? You know, like, what's going to happen to this company? Like, are we just going to just randomly, like, not have a fucking company one day because of all the, you know, all the harassments and all the stuff? Because it's a real thing, you know, like, they really are getting sued and all this stuff. And I mean, like, at this point, it's pretty much true. It's like, we're not even talking about like, oh, well, they're allegations at this point. No, they know. They know, and the people in power knew, and they didn't do shit about it. What the fuck? What was the big one? I wonder what increases Mako damage. Maybe the Mako just deals a set amount of damage. Alright, can you talk to them? Let's see.
First Lieutenant Durant, sir. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment. And I am damn glad to see you.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They dropped us here.
Why wouldn't our ship be able to carry, like, 3 people?
We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous.
Like, maybe there's more elsewhere. I don't know.
Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left of the 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
Yeah, so if this is what's left out of 90 men is 3 people, like, what? We couldn't go back up? Maybe she means the Mako couldn't carry everyone.
Take us out too.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a
What?
lot of pirate activity in this
Yeah,
area.
honestly.
Set up a chain of missile
But I mean, like, I'm hoping that they bring back Crash and Spyro. I think that would be just a free dub.
Not animals, they're a sentient species.
That would be awesome.
They're called Rachni.
Make another whatever. Who knows?
Say I care. What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak.
I think I remember a former EA
Do what you can to
executive
secure your position. We'll see if we can
who's
get some of
working
your
on this
defenses
like
up.
Star Wars project
Aye, aye.
for a game, and it looks pretty good. But again, he wants no donations for
If
it.
anyone wants to smoke, it's as good a time as any.
Anything to do with a Star Wars project is just cursed at this point. I don't know what to tell you, man. That might just be me being super negative about Star Wars, but you know.
So it's probably gonna get shut down, just like Galaxy, just like the other one.
Yo, did Galaxy at War ever come up?
Nope.
Wait, did I
They
connect the
had to
Mako?
rechange the whole thing so that it didn't look like Star Wars because
Disconnecting the Mako? Leave the Mako hooked up. Okay. Can we not use the Mako while it's hooked up like this? Yeah, we can. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I could shoot. Yeah, like, I was really sad that 1313 wasn't revived, honestly. But you know what? Star Wars is fucking Star Wars at this point. Who even cares? Mass Effect ends up being a better Star Wars in a lot of ways. There's no way they're going to modernize KOTOR, I'm telling you. That shit's going to be Kingdom Hearts. That shit, no, you want to know what it's going to be by the time it comes out? It's going to be Dragon Age 2. So you better get used to it.
I just want to be able to explore planets. I just want to be able to fly a ship, you know, with people on it and shit. And all that.
You better be careful about you don't end up with the No Man's Sky debacle. You know what I mean? Like having a full planet to explore can be cool, But just remember, if there's nothing out there, I mean, it's just a bunch of emptiness, you know what I mean? And, like, I don't mind emptiness in a game like this a little bit, right?
Now you can be the mayor of your own settlement and shit.
In what?
In No Man's Sky.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like, that's because they added a shit ton to that game. But, you know, for me, personally, I don't mind if you're exploring a planet and there's not much on it, you know what I mean? Like, if you're flying around, as long as the exploration is reasonably fast or whatever, you know, I think that could be fine. You know, like, there's games that I think do planetary exploration really well, which is like, Xenoblade Chronicles X, I think, does planetary exploration really well. From a game progression standpoint and just from a lore standpoint a little bit. Can we talk to her again? No, okay. What the fuck are the defense turrets doing? But yeah, like, that's the kind of stuff that I really, really enjoy about games like this. Like, because a lot of these planets, you have to know, like space is a lot of emptiness. And then even on the parts that aren't emptiness, there's probably, you know, empty stuff. So that's why I don't really mind, like, most of the planets on Mass Effect. At least in this game, which I think this game does planetary exploration the best. I think that this game itself handles it pretty decently. Like, there's a lot of emptiness, but it's mostly because it's a 2007 game. As far as 2007 went, like, this was pretty much state of the art. Because, I mean, like, think about what was popping back in 2007. Halo 3, COD 4... Assassin's Creed 1. Some of the most innovative games came out in that period, and I think once the gaming historians get off of, you know, the N64 era and eventually one day get to the, you know, the 7th gen, they're really gonna look favorably on that time, because so many different games were coming about because of how creative they could be with like all the different stuff. Like, there's so many titles that just were feasible. Like, when they pitched Kingdom Hearts 3 and Versus 13 and Beyond Good and Evil 2, like, you could see how crazy some of those games were just shaping up to be based on the technology and all the crazy stuff that they were throwing out on it. And then you fast forward a couple of years and, like, most of those games didn't come out. Well, I'm getting shot by my own teammate. It doesn't hurt, it's annoying.
People don't understand, like, I don't think these companies understand, like, the games that they had at one time were fun because of certain aspects of it. Like, look at Star Wars Galaxies. That was an interesting aspect because I like the idea that you have a ship, and if you buy a freighter, you can walk around it if you want, you know, fly it whenever you want through space missions. Not like what they do with the Old Republic, where it's literally just you're on, like, this fixed path thing, and the only things you have is, like, dodging and shooting.
Are turrets even shooting? Yes, they are. Okay. Yeah, like, I like that freedom of exploration. See, No Man's Sky is too much in the opposite direction, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would rather a game have, like, let's keep it simple, like maybe 4 really well-developed planets to explore, you know what I mean? Like, I would rather a game be 4 or 5, maybe, let's be really optimistic, right? 10 fully fleshed out planets to explore with stuff to do in them. That's super optimistic, but I'd rather that than, like, having 100 planets and they have to spread out how much is on each one, right?
We'll check on it.
I like the idea of, like, going to certain planets and they have civilized, like, you see the way Novaria works? Like, you can just go to Novaria, you have, like, the civilized part, and then you just go to, you just go out and drive around in the Mako. I like that. I like that in some games.
I wish it was more open. Like, that's the one thing I would say about this game, is I wish that a lot of the level design was more open-ended. Like, obviously, 2007 game, like, not every game could be Oblivion, you know what I mean? Like, Oblivion was the standard for open-world games back then, like, pretty much. Like, that was, and I mean, Oblivion has a ton of problems in a ton of other areas.
A good idea.
Andromeda was a chance to completely free themselves of the bullshit that ended this trilogy and start fresh, and ultimately it really shows that they didn't care or didn't know.
Remember when you start your first outpost and it's just like, oh, what do you want it to be? A science or
it's a good idea outpost? That will never get a sequel, ever. No one is ever gonna, like, they're like, okay, people would buy it it wouldn't sell like a real sequel to this would. And they know that because they do QA, or, you know, they do all this other stuff. And they're not going to figure that out. I know that that's like not what people want to hear, but they're not going to figure that out. And they're not, moreover, they're not going to risk the money and time and development efforts to see if they can do that. Because that, like, imagine they make Andromeda 2 and people are still salty about Andromeda 1. Like, okay, now we made another game that people ultimately laugh at and they make fun of. You know exactly what they were fucking referring to when they were talking about, oh, people made fun of our games. They're talking about the Crobecat video. You know exactly what video they watched, because it's like the most famous Mass Effect Andromeda video on YouTube, probably besides like the announcement trailer and whatever that, you know, get like millions upon millions of views. You know exactly what pissed them off.
The N7 armor and the other companion there, and it's just like, oh,
it's a completely different game than what they fucking led you to believe, and that's what really pisses me off. Is like, it's not fake advertising unlike Last of Us 2. They just showed you a bunch of shit that they knew wasn't the game, but was in it enough and not changed. Like Last of Us 2, they legit changed shit about the fucking game after the advertisement, which was a bait and switch. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. These people are not dumb. They don't unintentionally stumble upon stupidity like that. They're not stupid. So yeah, it could just end up being a bad game. But you know why? Oh shit! All right, cool. You know they knew what they were doing. Like, nice. Okay, look at this hype gameplay right here. Holy shit, Ashley, go at it, girl.
I'm a little busy here.
Andromeda was interesting for the movement system.
Yeah, but the fucking gameplay sucked dick.
Yeah,
3 powers is terrible. I'm sorry, I don't know who needs to hear that. 3 powers is just not fun.
It really took the fun out of it.
Like, I know right now in this game, obviously I'm not really using any powers. One, that's because I'm not fighting enemy. Like, I'm an engineer, so most of my abilities are for, like, shields and AI. I could use Neural Shock. You did nothing. Okay, that's why I don't use Neural Shock. You just saw why I don't use Neural Shock in this game, pretty much. But yeah, like, this game, like, at least on the difficulty I'm playing it at, you don't really need to do too much. Like, ironically, guns carry you hard in this game compared to the sequels. But like, that's like, I like on Insanity and the higher difficulties, you know, having those powers and abilities helps. It makes the game more manageable. It gives you more options to do stuff. Here, because I know the game and I knew how to break the game pretty much, like, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really need any of it. So, that's mostly why, like, this is just run and gun, because this game is not meant to be super hard. Like, but I like that on higher difficulties in this game, it's feasible that you could, like, fuck around and find out, and, oh my god, his tentacles flew off. Holy shit, and he's not dead. Oh no, they didn't. Never mind. I thought we had body part destruction. You wanna know what else was kind of a console pushing game back then? Fucking Dead Rising. Fucking Dead Rising with all the zombies on the screen at one time. That was a real thing. You know that, right? Like Dead Rising legitimately was pushing the bar up.
Make your own crazy ass weapons just to fight zombies and
yeah, dude, and they could have 100. It was like what Pikmin did for the GameCube, because Pikmin was originally a test demo for the GameCube to highlight that they could have 100 different Pikmin plus other items and objects on the screen, and they could all like, they're all real things, you know what I mean? They're all actual entities that can be individually interacted with and have stuff happen to them. That was like the origination of Pikmin, was that they had all that crazy shit on the GameCube to show how powerful it was, which is really fucking cool, because Pikmin is a fantastic game. Someday when they release Pikmin 2, I want to watch people play it and watch them suffer, because that game is hard as fuck towards the end. I guess we could use something for this. Here, you use Overkill. Wait, who's who? Use Warp, sorry. Done. Safe to say you've eliminated the Rachni and Netmos. So basically, this is like a 3-part quest line. There's a bunch of different listening posts that you have to go to. This is listening post alpha. You could do listening post, whatever the second one is, first as well, but you can't do the third one until you've done everything else. What the fuck? The door closed in my face. I think I hit A, maybe. That scared the shit out of me. That's what I mean. I really wish Mass Effect was more of I mean, like, I really feel like Mass Effect 3 should have been like, we need to get enough EMS to kill big Reapers, right? Like, I feel like having the Reapers all be broken was kind of stupid. I feel like the game should have had a defeat scenario. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Mass Effect 3 should have been like, we need to kill, like, Reaper Lords.
DLC of 2 to get the most EMS without playing the multiplayer.
Yeah, that was kind of bullshit. Thankfully, this game rebalances it, so this is obviously the way to play these games now, if you want to play the whole trilogy. But, I wish, like, the way Mass Effect 3 was more structured was, like, there's so many Reaper... Oh, shit, did I fucking... Oh, my God, I have to go back down. I don't know if I got this stupid shit. I think I fucked up. I'm sorry. Jesus. I wish, like, there were, like, maybe 10 Reapers, 10 big Reapers that targeted, like, the major planets, and you need to have enough EMS and, like, tactics to, like, kill them through, I don't know, like... I don't want to say, like, have a strategy portion, but you know what I mean. Like, you have enough EMS to, like, destroy them successfully, and then you win. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted the game to be more like that than, like, oh, well, we have to build the space rattle to fucking kill the Reapers. It really is just... They had to put a Deus Ex device in Mass Effect 3, and I feel like that really is what kind of kills it for me.
That reminds me of...
What?
There was this weird thing that they used to have in medieval times, where they stick it in your butt.
What?
And then then it turns, and then it just
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Out.
Yeah, the pear.
And I was like, I
pear,
thought about
yeah.
it, and I was like, man, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird, BioWare.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Having the catalyst and the crucible be like this weird rattle when the Citadel's inserted into it was just really weird.
My problem is it was like the catalyst. I'm like thinking, what the hell is a catalyst? They reveal it's a Citadel. I'm like, oh my god.
That could have been a good plot twist, but they used it already in Mass Effect 1. They're like, oh, where does the thing lead from Ilos? It's a backdoor to the Citadel. Like, that was a cool plot when it was done in Mass Effect 1. I feel like there should have been a way to win the war conventionally. And I know, like, someone will say, well, the Reapers have to be powerful, otherwise they're not a threat, and I don't know why I made fun of you for that. That's a semi-valid point, I feel. But, you know, like, it just feels boring that, like, oh, well, we have to build the super ultra destiny device to save us all. Like, it just feels boring. That's just me personally. I feel like there should have been some way to do it, and the Reapers shouldn't have been... Like, there should have been a power scale on the Reapers. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this is the hostage scenario. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I can't just run in there.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers die. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
You can count on me, Admiral Hackett.
My power to bring those researchers back
I
safe.
love how we were watching the Clone Wars last night, and we got into that whole conversation about Jedi hubris. And that show is those episodes we watched was literally just Jedi hubris.
It is actually a really surprisingly good show.
No,
Once you
because
get
you
past
have to
Ahsoka
watch
being
certain-
whiny, it actually ends up being really
Ahsoka
good.
actually grows into a very likable character.
Yeah, after Mandalorian, Mandalorian kind of sealed the deal on that for me, you know? Like, Mando was kind of like, wait a minute, I know that bitch. That's the chick from the fucking show I hated. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I have to actually watch it now. God damn it. Al-Tahi. Okay. Let me look this up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to finish
becomes
writing
a
this guide
likable
someday.
character.
Al-Tahi. Yeah, well, unfortunately. For this, you have to do Novaria as well. I don't think this galaxy opens up until you do this. Oh, wait, is this another listening post? Oh, this whole galaxy, you can't do anything until you complete it. Hello, Snowman. Welcome to the stream. What were your 2 platinums? This dude works fast. He already got 2 platinums. I took a week off to fully heal up, and this dude is already completing more platinums. I need to get the platinums for Assassin's Creed Origins. I might legitimately stream that just so I could get my platinum for it. It's been over what? It's gonna be 3.5 years. I need to get that platinum. Fucking, I'm not doing Valhalla's platinums, I don't think. Without looking at Valhalla's trophies, I kind of don't want to do them. I remember looking at them and saying to myself, yeah, I'm not doing this. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to that DLC.
Yep.
Oh, it was Taz. What was 81?
And if you bought the season pass, you gotta buy that shit separately. Hey.
Bro, I need to get like 100,000 subscribers on YouTube so I could just spend all of my channel's clout basically campaigning for them to make games like Spyro 4. That's what I'd fucking do with that shit. That's my new goal, is I'm gonna grow the fucking channel one way or another, goddammit. I'm gonna grow it or get banned trying.
Get that ass banned.
Which is probably a bad thing to say when bots constantly visit my stream, so ignore that. I'm not gonna use fucking bots. Which now I just jinxed it, they're gonna show up now. But yeah, no, seriously, like, I would really want to petition, like, they should make Spyro 4, it'd be fucking cool. Dude, you can't look at the Reignite. I was looking at the Reignite trilogy again, because I haven't played it on 360 or on Xbox. I mean, at this point, do we even need to call out, like, specific Xbox consoles? They're kind of all just becoming one at this point. I would petition 2 things now that they have Activision Blizzard. Okay, let me change it. I wanna petition 3 things. 1, make more Spyro and Crash. I'm partial to Spyro, but I know there's Crash Brothers out there. But Crash already got a 4th game. It's time for Spyro to get his 4th game. I think that should be one thing that should happen. 2, increase the backwards compatibility of the Xbox Series X. I want to be able to play 007 Nightfire, 007 Everything or Nothing. You know, keep doing that. Add in all the Xbox games you can get, all the old OG Xbox games, literally. Increase all the backwards compatibility. Keep doing that, because I think that is really a way that they're going to win. And Microsoft has the weakest library, but it has the most accessible library. Bring all those old Xbox original games back. Don't care what it is, just do it. And 3, have a concentrated push to fix World of Warcraft. I'm not saying I'd come back to it, but they need to do something to that game, and they need to put it on console, right? Like, if Square Enix is going to keep Final Fantasy off the Xbox for one reason or another, and again, it's not Yoshi P's fault. I genuinely just think Square Enix doesn't want to give him the capital and people he deserves, because they're a shitty fucking company. I'll say fuck them. They could suck my dick. If it wasn't for Creative Business Unit 3, that company sucks. I don't care. I'll say it. But they have literally the best MMO on the market, and it's genuinely just a good game if you just want to play it single player. I fucking love it. Yoshi P should damn near fucking run the Final Fantasy division at this point. I'll say it. I've been a Square Enix fan my whole life. I love Tactics Advance. I love Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI is a game that is literally older than me, and I love it. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Final Fantasy 15 was anywhere near as good as it should have been. Final Fantasy 13. How many years of bullshit and mediocrity did we get? I'm tired of it, because I know they can do better. So fuck it. I'll call them what they are. It's tough love. Tough love. Yeah, they bought Activision Blizzard. So welcome to the future where Microsoft owns everything. See, the only other publisher I wish would get bought out is Konami, and I just want them to make games. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, I just want games to be made. I don't want, you know, all these franchises to sit dormant for 30 years while people twiddle their thumbs. And Nintendo was also guilty of this. Between Star Fox and F-Zero and Earthbound, they used to be guilty of it for Metroid. That's recently been turning around. Where the fuck am I going? They used to be guilty of it for Metroid. There's one, not Kirby. Kirby gets a fair amount of games. There's a couple ones. I want that Modern Warfare 2019 fixed immediately. Okay, you're shit out of luck on that. They're not fixing it because they're about to drop Modern Warfare 2 this year. But there were rumors that they are going to start having bi-yearly releases for Call of Duty. Those are rumors right now. I think either they were exploring it or it's just a rumor currently. But they are considering that maybe they won't release a COD game every single year. Why does this Rachni have biotic powers? Is it? I kind of like that COD comes out every year. And plus, let's not pretend. They make a shit ton of money. They make a lot of fucking money.
At least we'll probably, I hope we're not going to go through the Roach and Ghost thing.
See, I never played the Modern Warfare 2019 campaign because I kind of didn't like the game. Like, I just genuinely didn't really like it. Like, there were talks that they were going to buy EA, if you remember, like, a couple months ago. That, like, EA was possibly going to be bought out by by Microsoft. So, like, again, this monopolization of gaming companies is not going to be healthy in the long run. Because, like, you're basically on Microsoft's goodwill that they're going to keep bringing these games to Sony's consoles. And, like, I get that Microsoft, like, you know, the whole game division is kind of a shitpost that they're, you know, not taken super seriously. But, like, I don't want it to come to a day where they're like, well, we don't have to do this. We're just being nice. And then, like, Sony obviously will say, okay, fuckers, you know, what is it? I don't know. Think if Sony bought Konami, right? Hypothetically. So now they own Castlevania, they own Metal Gear, which they should own the whole time, but that's besides the point. And they own, what's the third one? Silent Hill, right? You know, I don't want it to become like a pettiness war. Nintendo is just going to do what Nintendo does. I don't think they're ever going to go multi-plat. And to be fair, I think that's honestly to their benefit sometimes, because they get to dodge a lot of the bullshit. Because a lot of the times when you play Microsoft games, when you play Nintendo games, like, they're just good. They don't have all this weird, stupid bullshit attached to it, unless it's developed by Game Freak, in which case you're shit out of luck. But yeah, like, when I played Dread, I knew I was just gonna get a Metroid game. I knew it was gonna be good before I even played it, because I knew the studio that made it, they'd proven themselves already by making a good Metroid game. You know, like, I just feel like sometimes things are simpler when there's more points of failure, as opposed to just one point of failure. You know, Microsoft owning Bethesda is, I don't know. Like, technically, leaving it multi-plat allows them to make money off of it, you know, from the extra sales from Sony's consoles. But remember, they could just make all these games timed exclusives, you know what I mean? Imagine if Call of Duty became a timed exclusive. Not for a year. I don't think they'd do something outlandish like a year. But, because at that point, they might as well make it fucking console exclusive. But imagine if every Xbox game, every you know, Elder Scrolls 6 and all this shit, imagine if it became, like, a 3-month exclusive, you know what I mean? Like, for the first 3 months of it existing, it's just a console exclusive on whatever Xbox is out. Like, that's a game changer we're talking about. You know, like shit's not going to be the same after that. Oh, what the fuck? How is there a dot over here still? Oh, I missed you. There you go. That would be a game changer, the likes of which we've never really seen before. Alright, well, they're all dead. Maybe that hostage mission is somewhere else, and they just give it to you when you go to somewhere. Oh, shit. How do you give commands? There you go. Okay, well, I kind of fucking nerfed them. Yeah, the commands in this game are a little weird sometimes. There they are. I knew it. I fucking knew I was gonna jinx it. The fucking bots are back again. I knew it. As soon as I said something about bots, I knew they were coming back. God fucking damn it. I do this to myself every goddamn time. But yeah, they broke Modern Warfare 2019 so people buy the next installment. That's not new. Like,
I mean, look at what Apple does with their iPhones.
Yeah, planned obsolescence is a real thing. If it's a real thing for physical hardware, why wouldn't it be a thing for software, you know? Why wouldn't they say, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we have, like, a certain time period we do this?
They just received a supply run 2 days ago. The reactor
Yeah, I don't like this.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The arachnite have come from nowhere.
Hang on. Seems these things are drones.
Argos Row. Okay, cool.
Wherever it is, they're
Soon to resolve a supply drop from Argos Row. The logs downloaded from the freighter should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. Yep, so that's where we end this plot line, so we'll do that in a minute. But yeah, like, when they were patching Counter-Strike Source, they patched it, like, in, what was it? Was it spring of 2011 or something? They patched it some year, and I remember, like, because of the patch, like, a bunch of fucking maps didn't work anymore. I think it was, like, a general Source Engine upgrade that they did. So a lot of maps that relied on, like, physics and shit just didn't work anymore after that. And I distinctly remember that because I remember, like, that's what I mostly played on Counter-Strike was the mods, like the zombie escape mods and all that. And I just feel like, you know, there's not a lot of shit going on anymore with that scene because I could totally play it now. Back in the day, I had a stock computer. Stock computer can't run, you know, something like OBS and, you know, at the time, an intensive game like Counter-Strike. Stock computer, I blue screened my fucking Vista playing StarCraft. That was a long time ago, but I did it. I was in high school when I did that. I blue screened the fucking thing. That's kind of how I had a whole period of my life where I didn't use desktops at all. I literally stopped using desktop computers. I was only on my laptop because, like, I didn't need a desktop really. Which one of my friends I went to school with ages ago would love to hear me admit that. He was a cool guy. I didn't have nothing against him. But yeah, for real though. I miss that dude. I wonder if I could find him and talk to him still. He was a cool guy. We got along a lot. He wasn't much of a gamer though. So, like, he dabbled in it. He was more of a tech dude. People like games and how, you know, expansive and strong games are, because it basically is like a technology check. You know what I mean? Oh, did I not go to the actual listening post? No, I am at the actual listening post. Okay, then we're done here. Can't wait for Platinum Trophy 83. Yeah, aim for 100 this year. I think that'd be pretty good. What was I gonna go for again? At this point, I have pretty much leveled up, like, everything I need. Basic armor. We could go for pistol damage, right? I might just pool my points and just wait and see how many points I get at the end. Because I might be able to do, like, first aid maxed out. And then I might be able to do Neuroshock as well. Because I feel like that's a better usage. Oh, no, and then electronics max out as well is pretty good. This is kind of whatever. You don't really need this. This might be really strong because more shields on higher difficulties is pretty much, like, required. So maybe I'll do that instead. But I don't have to do anything right now because I'm on normal, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, like, I'm kind of sad about how a lot of things turned out when it came to video games. You know, like, what the fuck? Where's Argos? There you go. Hydra, yep, Gorgon. I mean, shit, just remember the step up in terms of video game quality from fucking 360 games down to, stuff like Destiny and shit, you know what I mean? Destiny was a massive step up compared to, you know, graphically compared to some of these other games. And I think that that's like a big thing that gets overlooked sometimes now because it's been almost 10 years since those games came out. Yeah, feel old yet? Far Cry Primal on the surface appears unique until you realize it does nothing innovative and its graphics are ugly.
I've actually tried Far Cry Primal. It was like one of the games you got for free on PlayStation Plus. I couldn't really get into it, honestly.
That's good because I didn't play it. So I'm actually glad you interjected there, because I was gonna say I've never played it, so I don't really have anything to say about it. I'll be lucky if I get to Far Cry 6 sometime before May, honestly. Like, I have it. So yeah. What is it? Just a bunch of Rachni in these corridors? Okay, well, fuck you. I'm putting this on then. Breach and clear, boys. Oh my god! Holy shit, I forgot I put explosive rounds on my shotgun. That's crazy, the amount of damage that just did. That's actually nuts. Oh shit, here they come. Ah! God damn. He wheels around the corner. Look at this. This is hilarious. Oh! You don't have to be super innovative in a game. Sometimes it's just nice to have a good experience. Like, I don't want to say Ghost of Tsushima isn't innovative, but like, it's kind of like peak open world game design a little bit. So that's one of the things I like about Ghost of Tsushima, is like a lot of things that like other games, you know, trailblazed and you know, figured out and broke ground over. Ghost of Tsushima kind of perfected a lot of that, and on top of that, it performs amazingly on basic hardware. So like, I didn't have, like, you know, they really shielded a lot of you know, buy the PS4 Pro, buy the PS5, buy all this, buy that. Ghost of Tsushima ran well on pretty much everything I tried to run it on. I mean, I've only ran it on my PS4 Basic, but I only have a PS4 Basic. Like, I didn't buy a fucking new console mid-generation. That shit was stupid. And I called it was stupid, and I knew I wouldn't need to do it. The only game I really would have benefited from having, what's it called? Would have been, Valhalla, because Valhalla has really long loading. Unfortunately. As much as I love Valhalla, I can't front. Valhalla really does have some long-ass loads. I love it. It's a great game. Shit does not run well. So, it's not optimized. It actually got less optimized the more they updated it. I don't know if the game got more stable as a result of that either, so. Did we do the one with the girlfriend who's like, wants to keep her boyfriend on life support yet?
Wait, what?
I think we did. Maybe we did. The mission, the side mission in this game where the girlfriend wants to keep her boyfriend on life support. I feel like we might have done that already.
In what game?
This game, Mass Effect 1.
There was a mission like that?
Yeah, there's the biotic chick who's crazy, and her boyfriend is in an accident. Uh-oh, here we go. Cerberus. Uh-oh.
Play the second bit.
Ashley's already like, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate Cerberus.
Well, you gotta thank Cerberus for one thing.
Yeah, brought me back.
Yeah, well, that too.
We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighborhood.
Gave them an opportunity to have Martin Sheen as a villain.
And Miranda.
Play the last.
Oh, hilarious.
Oh, Miranda.
Oh, Miranda.
Animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading, boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is screw
Listen,
the
bro.
Ragni. They're too smart.
I think Miranda's like number 3 on the romance options
Flores, signing off
for that entire
for the final
trilogy.
time.
First would be no, actually, first would be Liara. Second would be Ashley.
These terms are agreeable.
Let's go.
Cape Ragnar definitely came from the station, though the motives behind this Cerberus group are vague. To prevent further contamination, arm the station's scuttle charges and evacuate to the Normandy. Where do you do it? Right here. Okay, so let me...
I gotta get back to playing Mass Effect so I can, like, do my, to romance.
Oh shit, we only got a minute! Oh my god! Holy shit! I don't remember how I got in here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ow. Okay, that doesn't hurt. Never mind. Dude, the explosive rounds are great, man. Holy shit, this is incredibly strong. Because of the nerf to overheating, this shit is, like, actually possible. Alright, I'm gonna hack this, don't worry. I killed him around the corner. It's a caveman collectathon that just feels tedious with dull, ugly graphics, and it's a short... I heard it was short, yeah, that's one thing I heard.
I didn't beat the game, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Is this the way out? Yes. Yeah, it's not one of my favorite things. So, for me personally, I'm just not a fan. What was it again? Unidentified. Oh, I already put this shit here. Why did I put it here before I fucking actually did it? What the hell? I need to only add stuff as I actually do it. That's pretty bad of me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of games are kind of just whatever. I don't know, man. Far Cry is just... It's a thing, man. Caucus and Hades Gamma. Okay. Like, I liked Far Cry 5. I thought that was, like, a pretty interesting, cool game. There's definitely a lot of messaging in there, for sure. But I thought it was pretty alright. Alright. What the fuck? Where am I typing? What the fuck? Oh, because my Opera is freezing again. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Let me ban this guy. I didn't hit you, Snowman, did I? My Opera's lagging too fucking hard. I can't tell. Here, I can pop out the chat. And then let me back out of this, because it's freezing my computer now. I don't think I hit you. I think even lagging. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty accurate. Obviously, I wouldn't... Yeah, I got him nowhere. Survey... It's fucking crazy, man. Plus, Microsoft got Perfect Dark in the pipeline anyway, so I'm kind of excited about that a little bit. I don't know when that'll come out. Like, who even knows what's coming out this year? Like, E3 is going all digital and shit. So, I really miss the E3s of old. There was just a really good period of time where E3 was both a technology display and a fucking advertisement. And nowadays, like, companies just don't really do it anymore because they could just throw up a live stream or just drop it on Twitter and let the YouTubers do it for them. And, like, there's nothing wrong with that necessarily. It's just not the same. It's different than when you would personally tune into a stream or something. My computer is literally dying. Oh my god, I really hate this. Yeah, when I leave my own stream open on Opera GX, it sometimes, like, I don't know, it lags out. What does it offer besides prehistoric setting? I don't know, it's just a creative idea. I don't think every game has to offer some ridiculous amount of shit, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's just enough that people make a good game. I think that's fine. The problem is, like, a game needs to be fun. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Look at Spider-Man for PS4.
Didn't play it. You have to join me for that, because I don't know shit about Spider-Man.
That game was fun as fuck. Honestly,
this dude knows everything about it, so
I haven't had a good Spider-Man game since...
Spider-Man 2, Friend or Foe, Web of Shadows.
Yep.
I mean, that's fairly fucking frequent. I'm not gonna pretend that is pretty fucking frequent for you guys to have games that often.
But again, the problem is, how do you make a good superhero game, though?
It's hard, because, like, you can't really have a Superman game, I feel, because Superman is just too powerful. It's possible. Maybe.
Oh, wait, what game's coming out this year?
Pokemon is the next one that I know of. Final Fantasy Origins, Stranger of Paradise, which is gonna be fucking weird. I can tell you right now that game is gonna be actually fucking weird. Kirby and the Lost World or whatever it was. What else did I pre-order? Triangle Strategy.
The Justice League.
Triangle Strategy. Yeah, you and I have a lot of games to play, so we gotta.
I want to play Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
I wish you fucking recorded your shit, man. That would be so awesome. Because I've watched so much Discord streaming and before that SharePlay streaming, like, it's crazy how much I've watched. What the fuck? Oh, it's just a bunch of Geths standing in the middle of... Oh, it's mercenaries. Oh, they're even dumber than fucking Geth. Okay, cool. What the fuck? It's just a random group of mercenaries out here for no reason. Ah, damn, what the fuck happened to you? This person must have died while attempting to salvage a crashed satellite. Well, but yeah, but why is he naked, burned to a crisp, his clothes burned off of him?
Honestly, playing the new Lego Star Wars though, like when I saw what they were doing for the space missions, I was like,
yeah, they did that for what is it called? Force Awakens. One of the big things that they do is that they have the X-wing scene on the lake, which is, in my opinion, like the only good starfight in that entire trilogy, because that shit actually felt like Rogue Squadron shit to me.
Not blowing up the.
I hate you. Yes, no, not blowing up Death Star 2.0. Well, I don't even want to talk about it right now because that play.
3.0.
I don't care. Might as well be Death Star 2.0, whatever. God, I hate Star Wars.
Remember, Boba Fett flies the fire spray.
I'm gonna kill you. It's the Slave One. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Get over it. It's a Slave One. It was called that intentionally. You don't like the word slave? I don't like a lot of things. Suck a dick and get over it.
Yeah.
And you could fire that same logic back at me, whoever feels that way. And I mean, you're allowed to do that. But stop being such a sensitive pansy. It's a fucking word. Oh no, someone said the word slave. What was Anakin before he fucking got freed by Qui-Gon? A bad word. Oh no. This is how shit gets so fucking boring. They're so afraid to offend anyone with anything. They fucking neuter and take away everything. Some of the best stories are dark. That's the point. Oh shit, we got Matriarch's writings from a random chest. What the fuck? Whoever lived here, they haven't been back for some time. The crates are covered with Chohi's chalky dust. Status lights of the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. Who the fuck was out here then? Looks like someone's been living in this place. A small crate held some stale food, and one of Matriarch Delanaga's writings is still in fairly good condition, unlike the food. It's not clear who owns this container, but you discover... I think it's implied that she lived here. Where she went, I have no idea. Fuel tank. I'm assuming that this is where she lived, which is why there's 3 of her writings in there. Maybe. But yeah, like imagine if you play like a game like Tales of Symphonia or a game like Tales of Arise and you can't have the theme of slavery in it just because some people might get offended in real life in a fictional work. It's a fictional work for a reason.
By that very same logic, the Clone Wars isn't something that you should be airing in the first place.
Yeah, because it's based off a war.
No, it's because of the fact the clones are actually slave soldiers.
Oh, I mean that too. But war is bad. That's the whole point of fantasy and fiction. Create a world that draws people in, that's well thought out, has good ideas, good characters, good everything behind it. You know, you get people to really love and fall for the characters, the themes, the settings, the locations. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what people want. Nobody wants to be lectured in their fucking fun time. I mean, some people do. They made it their fucking life to be lectured 24/7 about one fucking topic or another. But like most people just want to see cool shit. They want to see fun shit. They want to see things that are interesting and unique and well done. Obviously, well done is a subjective fucking stance. But you know what I mean. Like, people want things that are unique, that are fun, and they're good. Like, they feel like they paid $60 for this game. They got $60 worth of shit out of it. That's why the best Metroid games don't necessarily have a ton of dialogue. And the worst one does. I'm convinced at this point I'm never going to see any gameplay of fucking Federation Force. That game was so dead on arrival to me. Was this a Thresher Maw? Yep. Oh, that's right. This whole, their fight is different in this game. I forgot all about that. Oh, shit. Ah! Yeah, there's actual mechanics in Thresher Maw fights. I forget about this sometimes. Oh, it whips you? Bro, imagine if LA Noire came out today. Could you imagine? Game is meant to be a legit look at 1940s America. Oh my god, people would just lose their fucking minds. That game's only salvation would be that Rockstar made it. Legitimately. When I played that game, I thought it was cool as fuck that they had the music of the time period and everything. That's why it sticks with me and why I'm sad that Horror of the Orient never got made. I'm like, yeah, Rockstar should totally make, you know, timepieces. There's not really a way to say that, really. Are you dead? Okay, cool. I thought Rockstar should totally make more games like that, but then they stopped making a bunch. Like, just think about it. In 2008, we got GTA 4. In 2009, we got The Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost in the Damned. In 2010, we got Red Dead 1. In 2011, we got LA Noire. In 2012, we got Max Payne 3. And then in 2013, we got GTA 5. And then that was it. It's just, it sucks that, like, we don't really get, like, single-player Rockstar games anymore like that. Really is unfortunate, because I think that they have a way of doing storytelling that's unique, it's fun, and it's high quality. And we don't really get that anymore.
And now we get, can a low come up in your crib?
I love that shit. That is still hilarious, but I wish that we got GTA 6 years ago. I mean, like, yeah, we got Red Dead 2. I didn't really like Red Dead 2. I didn't vibe with it as much as I did the first one on a couple of different levels. But I really liked Red Dead 1. Red Dead 1, in my opinion, was like, that's a game I should have done a playthrough on. I'm really kind of sad that I didn't. That would have been a perfect first-time experience playthrough to have. And I didn't do it. Really a tragedy. I really should have. That would have changed my channel, I feel, to have a Red Dead playthrough. Oh well.
Man, I'll see you at work.
Okay.
Hate me because I'm beautiful. Maybe you got rid of that old ass haircut.
Get some bitches on your day. Oh shit. The wander into the middle of a firefight. Oh god. Hold on. I gotta actually, like, do work. Can you imagine this?
And then they decided to do that scene again for GTA Online, where they have you play as Franklin.
I got my kids up in here. Don't tell me he's married to that chick from the game.
I don't know. Could be anyone.
How do I do this, Max? How do you melee? Can I melee them?
Isn't it B or
Oh!
something?
Oh, he's dead! No! Okay, reload. That's hilarious. That's actually fucking hilarious. It wasn't my fault. The dude threw a biotic at him. Oh my god. How do you do this? I don't remember how to do this mission. Can you knock them out? No, I don't think you can. That's the one on Pharaohs. You can knock people out. I'm going this way.
Wait, the one with the crazy biotics that are holding the people hostage?
Yeah.
No, you can, what is it? You just have to get to the guy and then persuade them to let him go.
No. That's Major Kyle. This is another mission.
Oh, you just, equip your pistol. It's gonna suck, but I mostly kept both of my squad mates back and stuck to the door. So and I had the round. I basically used the cryo round for the phasing round.
Y'all just killing everybody, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why you keep your squad mates back.
Fuck. This mission is actually kind of annoying. How do you tell them to stay?
You just order them where you want them to go, and then just.
Okay, good. I just have to solo this mission, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. Because at least this way,
will just kill everything.
I feel like they're aggroing to them, which is kind of dumb in a squad-based game, that your teammates are aggroing to the people you're not supposed to kill. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no! Oh, no! No, please stop fucking me. No! I'm stuck. They came in the room anyway. What the fuck? I told you people not to do this. Oh my god. I have to micromanage my fucking squad mates so they don't come in and murder everybody. Here, let's make a kill room right here. Let's make a kill room right the fuck here. Fuck you. Oh shit, I'm getting fucked up. I like how it's like a taser. Miss. I actually overheated the thing, believe it or not. There he is. What can I do to this guy? Let's overheat his weapon. Civilian losses were tolerable? Oh my god, this shit sucks, man. This mission actually kind of blows. Trying to get the fucking perfect, but my teammates walk into the line of fire. I don't even know. It could be the fucking terrorists actually just killing them. Throwing biotics and shit. And I can't tell Ashley and Rex to stay back. It sucks. Okay, what are the controls in this game? Fucking. What? How do you see, Southpaw? No. How do you see, the actual button mapping? I have no idea. I don't know how to... It used to be more obvious because the layout was different in this game. You could tell when they were holding up, when they were forming up, and all that other shit. But now it's like, oh, Shepard's in trouble. We need to help him. No, the whole point is I don't want your help, like, at all. Now come get me. I'm camping. I will destroy you! Idiot.
Yeah, I got a romance Jack.
You're such a fucking clown.
Listen, bro. Jack gets a glow up in Mass Effect 3.
You just like alt women. That's okay because I myself have been attracted to alt women before.
She's crazy. She's fucking crazy.
I'm over here. Come get me. Look at this fucking camper. Look at this camping bitch.
I guess I can see why you can't romance tomorrow.
Oh shit. Yikes. Okay, did you die? No. Okay. Are you alive over here? Are you alive? Yes. Okay. Okay, this is good. Storm. Okay. I did it! Holy shit. I wonder if you can kill them afterwards. I will destroy you! Enemies everywhere! There's a bunch of them back here. Tombs! Shepard, how did you survive a cruise? Who says I did? Get super grim. Shepard. Rex. Shepard. Rex. Shepard. No, it's Shepard. Rex. I think they might have changed that in this version. I don't think they it's cyclical. I think you talk too much in this version. Yeah, overall I like this collection. You can tell they definitely put a like with a lot of these collections, they obviously have to put the most work into the first games because there's so much about the first games that are like outdated or stuff like that. Like if you look at that Mafia Definitive Edition compared to the Mafia 2 and 3, that version got the most love because like they had to basically rebuild like half of the game for modern shit. So credit where it's due. It'd be like if they were to re-release like the God of War collection, like remake it or whatever, which they should. Sony not having their PS5 be backwards compatible with PS3 is actually an L. That is a disaster.
Patching it through. I didn't think it could be
I didn't think it could be done.
You managed to secure the base and neutralize the violence without a single civilian casualty.
Glad I could help.
Just doing my job, Admiral. I couldn't let innocent lives be lost.
I wish every soldier had your definition of just doing your job. You're a credit to the uniform, Shepard. We're in your debt. 50 down.
There you go, smooth operator. You gotta love it. Okay. Back. What haven't we done now? Like legit, I feel like we've done every Yangtze, Columbia. I'm gonna have to go down the journal and see what I haven't done. Yeah, so the only things left to do are scan the keepers, which I'm not gonna do. You never have to do it. It's a waste of time. I think we could go talk to Conrad Werner. We need 2 more League medallions and 1 more Prothean artifact, and then that's done. We already finished, I guess the writings. Yeah, collection complete for the Turian emblems. Collection complete for the writings. Surveys complete for the medals. So we've done a lot of the side quests in this game. Like, at this point, the only thing I really could think to do is, like, we should probably just fly around to all the different galaxies one by one. Let's do Pharos, actually. We'll get up to Vermeer, because once we do Vermeer, whatever story world you do last is the point of no return. So I guess next stream... What time is it? How long have we been streaming? We're not going to go super long. We'll go, like, another hour, just because I don't want to kill too much time. Let's do Pharos, which apparently has a whole bunch of side quests I never knew about and never did, and it doesn't affect anything anyway. It's actually kind of funny when you consider that. And that way I can just complete that real quick. We'll do Pharos. And then, like, I guess next stream, if nothing else really opens up, we just do Bring Down the Sky, and then we finish the game. And that's it. Then we're done with Mass Effect 1. So we'll need like 1 stream. I couldn't imagine needing 2 because Bring Down the Sky isn't super long. And then that'll be it. So let's go talk to Conrad Werner. and then we'll talk to everyone in the crew really quickly to see if we can advance their personal plot lines. And then, yeah, then that's it. As I said last stream, which was last year, so welcome to 2022. What the fuck? Holy shit. How did I do that?
Logged. The commanding
Damn,
officer
okay.
is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
But yeah, like, we'll flash back and we'll do all that really quickly. Because I actually like Conrad Werner.
We present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military.
Oh yeah, from way earlier in the game. Yeah, she's dead.
After finishing her service,
Oof.
Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she
Really tragic.
protecting the colonists of Eden Prime.
That's why I really like helping this guy. I feel bad, man.
Or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet.
And then they have this keyword courage. Like a real life military ad. I like that military ad where it was the Smash Brothers thing. That was my favorite one by far. Boards. The markets. Let's do this real quick. Because you have to do Conrad's mission twice before you get quarantined on the Citadel. Otherwise, you can't finish it, I don't think.
Got an idea.
Oh no, maybe this is it.
Run it by you. I've got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment. Great. This will just take a minute. With so many.
Oh yeah, no, I think this is it. I think here's where we convince him to go home and be a family man.
What if you signed me on as another Spectre? Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea. But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you.
There's commentary in this quest too, which is why I like it so much.
I know you're afraid to trust people after losing your team at a cruise.
Yeah, let's talk about. Oh, here's a damn. I really want to see this. Here's a test.
What about your wife, Conrad? She trusts you too. Aren't you letting her down? What? I don't understand.
Just be yourself. Go away.
Going out here, knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong. You're right.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mass Effect 2 does not read this correctly. They never changed it because, you know, fuck changing and patching it on the re-release. This game reads it as if you did the Intimidate option the whole time. Basically, Shepard points a gun in his face. Instead of fixing it, they just changed it so in Mass Effect 3, he says, "Oh, I'm sorry if I accused you of pointing a gun in my face." Yeah, they fucked it up. So when you complete this quest, no matter how you complete it, it marks it as if you completed it through the Renegade option, which is to intimidate him using a gun.
In entertainment news, Francis Kidd has announced plans to direct.
Francis Kidd? Who the fuck is that?
The production will open dramatic theater.
I don't care. Let's get out of here. So yeah, it's really unfortunate that, because they have a fully rendered cutscene and everything in Mass Effect 2, but you can't access it because the game defaults to Intimidate. Which is ironic and hilarious because most people that play this game tend to play Paragon. So it's actually really interesting that they shift you to Intimidation no matter what you do.
The commanding
Alright, do we have anything to talk about?
One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, man.
I have to go. That's the shit I like, man. It's really a shame, though. Let's see, what does Navigator Presley say?
Yes, Commander?
Okay, I don't care. Goodbye.
Carry on, Preston.
Yes, sir.
Let's go talk to, let's go see if I can, mac it to Ashley. And if not, I don't know. We'll move on. See if we have anything to talk with Caden about as well. Commander. Okay, Rachni, they can wait. Looking for an ear.
Wanting to believe everything. I think you carry on.
Okay, cool. It's Caden's backstory. killed him, Shepard. I snapped his neck. Big ups to Caden, man. See, that's that. Like, I know I'm skipping through this, but that's the kind of dialogue and storyline that I like. I like that Caden has that fully fleshed out backstory. I just prefer Ashley. Oops. Sorry.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you
I should go.
It's a shame that Dr. Chakwas doesn't have more to talk about in this game. It's really unfortunate. Yes, Commander?
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, she was. But she was not. That is, Benezia chose her path, just as
Okay,
I've chosen mine.
cool.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye, Commander. Yeah, I kind of feel like I should have romanced Liara. I've never really done a romance with Liara in any game. So maybe that would have at least been interesting, because the Shadow Broker DLC would have been a little more personal. Oh well.
You ever done any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy.
I don't really.
What? No, I didn't mean to say I don't really care. Okay, good. They let you go back. I don't really care, Rex. Fuck off.
I can see why that.
Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian.
Bro, Rex. Actually, I don't know how this turns out. I want to listen to this.
We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
Yeah, who got the Turian?
Which one of you made it first?
Oh, of course.
I brought back the rest of it. As far as I know.
That's actually hilarious.
Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract,
I gotta have goodbye. I really hate that.
well, I was going to lose the contract.
All I really care about is stopping Sarah.
In the end,
Rules
Damn, so they
enforcement
actually did
offhanded.
fight. Oh no.
she
Cool.
chose some old Solarian space
Fucking Rex and Alina.
smugglers. That way,
Well, yeah, that
I don't know if I've ever seen this before. I feel so bad.
what didn't happen?
What didn't happen?
That station.
Mance was playing a battle royale.
Had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their
It's like when you play Titanfall and you kill the NPCs.
station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead and gone. Life support was failing. But I had her. She locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough that way. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to the ship in time.
Yeah, did she get out?
I assume the Asari Commando didn't make it.
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than the Turians right now. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news.
Hilarious.
But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time.
He even does the little inflection too.
I'm not superstitious. But if
Does she ever come back? Probably not. See, this is a cool story.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
Oh, I killed him.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive. She was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd be around.
Yeah, exactly. So he got some extra money.
He kept me on his personal guard until he died.
This is a really cool story. I like this.
Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits on credits.
So long.
So long, Rex. Shepard. Shepard!
Command.
taking me with him. Yeah. This might be the post Mr. Hart dialogue, Dr. Hart dialogue. Yeah. Garrus has some actual, like, plot development. It feels good, man.
Yep. That's why he becomes the boy.
That's why I like using him in Mass Effect 3.
That's why I can't understand. Why would you ever want to let him die on the suicide mission? But again,
No, Joker! You have to warn them! Can we talk?
all your replacements in 3 for all these characters just die in the same mission, and just like, so who do I have as a party members? Ashley, Liara, James, Edie.
Man.
Not even gonna have fucking Tali if she died in the suicide mission either.
It's just gonna be a boring ass Mass Effect 3 playthrough. Okay, goodbye. Sir. Sir, yes, sir. Alright, let's see if Tali has anything, and then we'll go do Pharaohs. I'm probably gonna skip the Pharaoh side quests. They're kinda, like, boring. There's not really anything you get from them anyway, because, spoiler alert... Oh, shit! No, I'm sorry, Tali. The reason why I skip them mostly is because, like, none of it impacts anything, really. All that matters on Pharaohs is the outcome. And, you end up killing, or possibly killing, all those people anyway, because of how the story pans out. So it's kind of like, do you want to sit around and do quests? Like, you could do it for extra experience, but it's not like I'm hurting for experience. In fact, I might be able to hit max level on one playthrough. Like, I've pretty much done damn near everything. So the only thing to do, really, that's left is to complete Pharaohs and do all the worlds associated with Pharaohs. Complete, Bring Down the Sky, and then Vermeer. And then that's it. That's the end of the game. There's nothing else to do. It's really kind of planned that you save Vermeer for last. Like, we'll fly around to, like, everything around here, you know? I'm pretty sure we've been to Hercules already. Okay. Let's do Pharaohs. We pretty much did, like, everything in the first, like, 3 streams. I'm pretty sure Novario was stream 4, and this is stream 5. So, like, stream 6 will just be, like, the mop-up, pretty much. And then we could go watch Toonami tonight, because, you know, Toonami. And also World's End Harem.
Oh, boy.
Bruh, they censor it so fucking much. I'm so sad. That's ridiculous. We won't dub interspecies reviewers. Yeah, okay. You know, they always talk about being, like, positive to sex workers and people like that. Don't you, that's like the one anime you should hire them for. Like, guaranteed. I would have been cool. I would have loved to watch that. They have 1 episode dubbed, and that's it. I hate it. I fucking hate them, man. There's no fun allowed on anything anymore. There you go. Custom cutscene. Man, the load times are nice. See, the planets look good when they have all these extra lighting effects. I'll say that. I like how the planets look. But they totally, like, did the EA thing of putting a lot of screen glare on all this shit. You know what I mean? Gun on the left. What is it? Gun on the right, orange on the left. I hate it. Every game for, like, multiple years had that, like, exact layout. Battlefield 3, Andromeda, Mass Effect 3, Battlefield 4, probably the other Battlefield games I didn't give a shit about. Yeah.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
Exo Presley has the deck.
We saw your ship. Dan wants to speak with you immediately. Who's Dan? He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They are making another push. Please, up the stairs.
I'm sorry, I said Oblivion earlier. Oh shit, I forget he gets murked. That's hilarious. Man, this shotgun is ridiculous. Goodbye. This is actually disgusting. Holy fuck. There you go. Oh my god.
Can't wait to watch more Clone Wars, and it just your reaction. Is this even Star Wars anymore?
I like how he knows exactly how I'll react to this bullshit.
Dude saw a little battle droid's head get snapped off. This isn't even Star Wars anymore.
They do some weird shit in these shows, man. Sometimes I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so this should have been your introduction to these wall geth frog-like enemies. The AI usually makes mincemeat of them. They're not particularly strong. Okay. Yeah, Theros is like a... Okay. Yes, they are. Yeah, so you could like talk to all these people, but not really much to gain from it. Let's just do the story. I think that guy opens up a shop. You have to talk to Fidan first. I don't even know where that is.
I just do those side quests because they're out of the way, because I can get them out of the way just like that.
Yeah, I think I did the one with the Varen in the tunnel, but none of them really come back ever to help you, I don't think. Unlike Novaria, where certain things come back for Novaria, nothing comes back from Pharos that I'm aware of. Other than how you handle the Thorian.
Sorry, everyone's on A6.
Watch out!
Oh no! Yo, look at this dude creeping. What the fuck? Sometimes I wonder about these Geth, man. Doing like Michael Jackson walking and shit. Goodbye, idiot. Dude, this shotgun is ridiculous. What the fuck? The nerf to heat is insane in this game. Fuck you. Oh my god! Dude, this is disgusting. I've never really used a shotgun on this. Alright, the elevator's out of service. There you go, we gotta go over here. The fuck? Oh yeah, the little fucking weird drones. Ah, fuck. Can't fire it that fast. I gotta check my inventory after this, see if I can upgrade anything. Maybe I can. What the fuck? Who am I getting? Oh. Alright, use shield boost. There you go. Told you, easy mode. Dude, this shotgun is insane. They can't even stand up. They either get knocked down and then set on fire, or they get insta-killed because it's just strong as shit. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's not really much to do with Fidan. That's why they let you leave. Oh shit, this is actually better than Spectre gear? Not an accuracy rating. I think the accuracy rating is really what matters more on a lot of these weapons, low-key. That's why, like, I kind of don't really mind at all. Oh my god, look at this thing. Why wouldn't you use that? That is a disgustingly good, it's disgustingly good. Should I just turn this all into liquid? I kind of want to just sell all of this, really. Oh, is there an option to sell all junk? Maybe there is. Yeah, maybe there is. Because I gotta get rid of all this shit. What the fuck am I gonna do with all this? I really hope there is a sell all option, because otherwise I'm gonna be screwed. Yeah, you kind of got to keep your inventory clean in this game. It's not exactly super fast to clear it out. I mean, they added a junk feature in this game, which is kind of nice. Maybe I'll keep like a couple of rifles just in case. Like, look at this. This shit is strong as fuck. Wow. Yeah, because I didn't get around to getting him Spectre gear. Heat sink capacity. Yeah, there you go. Okay. keep the stilettos. Yeah, you can see I haven't done this in a while. Let's put on Avalanche 9. Yeah, basically we're getting like fully endgame gear now, pretty much. The way this game works is like the higher your level gets, the more stuff drops and the more different kinds of things will drop. There you go, put that on. So like when you get to like originally in the old game, like level 50, like ranks 8s and 9s will start spawning, I think. Is somewhere like that. And that's pretty much the gear that you use for like any subsequent playthrough, is like a whole bunch of like rank 8s and 9s and shit. And most of that is because like at the lower, like that's why you get stuff like I think proton rounds and or whatever it is, like the other rounds, like certain things upgrade, certain things disappear and never spawn again, you know, stuff like that. And that's why in this game I really like that. I wish you could craft. There's definitely like, I like games where you can craft stuff and it's reasonable, just because.
What the new Destiny expansion's supposed to let you do.
Oh, fuck that game.
But again, I'd love to get back into that game, but it's just like I can't. The game became unfun for me.
So this is gonna sound really disgusting.
Uh-oh.
But can I put 2 medical exoskeletons on this?
That's when I started getting the 2 slotted armor for all my characters. Well, I didn't put 2 medical exoskeletons. I put like 1 and then shielding or armor plating.
Yeah, I already put it on my stuff.
Armor, I just put like the medical exoskeleton and shielding or armor plating for somebody who was wearing light armor.
Why can't I mark this as junk? What the fuck? I can't mark this as junk at all. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, that's mostly what I'm looking to do. Is I want to I forget how high Spectre gear goes. Is what I really should say. Okay, I think I've marked pretty much everything. The only thing left are biotic amps, which I haven't really done anything with. All right, cool. I'm gonna talk to that one guy just so I could sell stuff. I also have to go through like my armor. Oh, I gotta go through the armor shits as well. Just because. Where is it? Yeah, pretty much any of this. You don't really need a lot of it. I don't really use almost anything that's not like kinetic might be good. I don't really use this. Also might be good. I really don't use anything like physics threshold. You're not really gonna get hit by anything shields in this game. And maybe you will. If that's the case, my condolences, but that usually doesn't happen. I could probably get rid of some of these. I'm gonna keep all my first aids though, just in case, because it goes from first aid to medical. We're actually getting a pretty decent amount of medical, which is kind of nice. I'll keep the kinetic. I don't really like this. Yeah, I don't really like any of that. Okay, let me leave on that. Okay, let's go back. That's what I mean. I miss when you could customize games this much. It's one thing I liked about Kingdoms of Amalur. Now there was a fun game.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you. I'm just glad you're calling me.
Look at this fucking this smile.
Your efforts against the gap.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what we're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. Good place to start looking for answers.
All right, ExoGeni.
What's ExoGen?
All right, cool. We're prepared.
I didn't expect.
Maybe I can get this column down.
Sounds good. All right, really quickly, I want to go talk. Where's the shop guy? I have no idea. I never do any of these. These missions kind of suck. Who cares? Public extranet terminal. Don't worry, they're totally not lying to you about anything here. Come on. You can't just go through life not trusting people wholeheartedly. Obviously. People love you, man. They're great. Okay.
Let me see what you got.
There's a lot of good stuff to... Oh, yeah. See, now we're getting rank 10s. I mean, like... Yeah, it does more damage, but the accuracy rating is worse. Like... Yeah, like, we have rank 7 Spectre gear. None of it's, like, particularly amazing. So, yeah. It's not like game ending though. That's why I kind of don't mind it at all. All right, here we go. Sell all junk. Boom, dude. I made like almost 3 million off of that. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, you could cap your money on this probably in a playthrough, like 2 playthroughs. That'd be real easy. The money cap is still the same. Once you get there, like anytime you earn money, you don't. It just says 0 credits earned. Even when someone's like, here, I'll pay you for your trouble, and it's like 0. 0, 0, 0. Alright. I don't really care to do any of the side quests, so let's just go ahead and do the story. Then we can call it quits, because I don't, whatever. Then we do Bring Down the Sky. But Pinnacle Station isn't canon anymore, so fuck that. Actually, wait, this leads to all the side questing, I think. This, like, little tunnel over here leads to, like, all the extra stuff, like, below the map and stuff. I think this is the way up to the story. This place is a lot more linear, for sure. You're fine. Alright, let's go. Somehow the Mako gets delivered into here. No idea.
Let's take it to
Not Geth Armatures.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
Oh, fuck.
Someone is dead. More chatter, Commander. Still in place.
This could still be in there.
What, is he dead? What? And he fired backwards. Oh, get the fuck out of here, dude. The Geth are full of bullshit sometimes.
On some, what was that game? Like
Wanted Weapons of Fate.
No, the other one, the hero shooter with like the weird acrobatics.
Radical Heights, hero shooter.
Outlaws or something like that.
Outriders.
No, not Outriders.
Lawbreakers.
Lawbreakers.
Yeah. Yeah, back when everyone loved hero shooters.
Yep.
Bro, Overwatch 2 is saved, by the way, on a side note. And the reason it's saved is because Microsoft bought it. Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 are now saved, guys. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get your Overwatch porn. If you want to watch
World of Warcraft saved too?
No. Don't be silly.
Sounds like they've spotted us. They must be close.
you know, now that Microsoft has, like, Blizzard has no excuse to not put WoW on console now.
Yeah, but that's work. They're not gonna actually do that. There he is. We have to talk to this guy.
And I must inform you that the company...
You're not much of a people.
I like people, just when they're helping my company profit.
Tell me about X.
Yeah, he doesn't really tell you anything.
You're not much of a people.
I like people.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Who's the CEO of Activision?
Now it's Phil Spencer. But it used to be Bobby Kotick.
Yeah, Kotick was apparently giving people grief during the meeting about the whole buying.
I'm going.
You have to talk to her. Well, yeah, because he's basically getting ousted, pretty much. I like how talking to her is completely different. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he left early from a meeting meant to reassure employees.
Yeah, the reassurance was that this dude is getting the boot.
No, I have the money to make something happen to you.
Dude, bro, I hate fucking people like this, man. I always tell this dude, people just get a little bit of power and they run with it hard fucking core. This dude just got out of a job where it was all nepotism and it was all bullshit.
Yep.
People get a little bit of power and the first thing they do is they make everyone else's lives miserable just because they can. Having the conquest of power also includes the usage of power. No one accumulates power just for power's sake. Except
people forget when they were in a lower position in the company at one time.
Good times. I went right past that blockade. Oops. So yeah, like it's fun to joke about, but I mean, like, real shit happened at Activision, and what they want to do is they want their workers to fucking stay there. They don't want to wake up and say, well, Blizzard employees are just gonna leave. I mean, like, I'm surprised that, like, a lot of them are even still employed at Activision
Stealing
Blizzard.
breast milk and shit.
These dudes are stealing breast milk, my dude. I can't believe these clowns. I'm still stuck over that. That is, like, it's not the worst thing that happened. It's just, like, the most, why did this happen? Why are you such a fucking weirdo, my dude?
But the thing is,
and I'm a weirdo. I'm a fucking pervert. But I wouldn't steal someone's breast milk, you fucking clown.
You know what? That's fucked up. But that will never be funnier than the whole Drake thing. That will never be funnier.
I think the worst thing that's happened on the internet still to this day, like in terms of how much it got blown out of proportion, is still space buns on Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I didn't think the Animal Crossing community was that bad.
That shit got so many levels of extra. Even I was kind of like, whoa. How the fuck did we get here?
I didn't read up on it. From what I heard, people are like, the Animal Crossing community is toxic.
I was like, wait, how did we even get here is the real question. Oh shit, 4% more damage.
That's the problem.
Space fucking buns, and this is what we're gonna waste our lives over? Like, are you serious? Like, it was hard to even believe. What did I put on it? Rail extension, more damage and heat absorption. This is more absorption. Yeah, they get rid of it.
The female employees at Activision Blizzard will feel safer now.
I mean, I hope they do. They deserve it. I mean, like, who even wants to deal with these dudes doing shit like this?
Walk into this building every day knowing that your CEO said, I have enough money to make something happen to you.
Like, come on, bro. What dystopia are we fucking living in, dude? Like, look. What was this? What was my rank? Was it 7 or was it 6? I'm sorry. I know I'm completely distracting the conversation.
Imagine having the fucking nerve to
7,
say that too. Like,
yeah, dude. Some people just are on another level. Oh, oops! I should not have done that. Some people are just on another fucking level entirely, and that's just where they live life. They just live life on another. What was it? Scram around like that, right? Yeah. Some people are just on another realm of existence, and you just happen to be an NPC in their existence. That's all it is. It really is just that simple. And a lot of these dudes with tons of money just think they can do anything, and a lot of times they're not wrong. They just do whatever the fuck they want, and they get to get away with it. It's real shit. I need to go to Rex's gun. There you go. Let's give him Combat Scanner 9 so that way we can see. I think this works. For Ashley, we'll give her Proton Round 7. Again, let me fucking... I'll just liquidate all these junk rounds. Now, cryo rounds are good because they bypass shields. Snowblind is not that great. Sledgehammer... Okay, I'll keep maybe 1 Sledgehammer rounds. Inferno rounds. High Explosive rounds. Oh, we have Sledgehammer 9? Yeah, okay.
I just want to keep my breast milk in the fridge for my kid.
Come on, bro.
Where my breast milk? It's in my name, but
this shit, that shit, it's just such a fucking rodeo to even consider. Real men, real people did this shit.
Not to mention, it's kind of fucking weird to do that when it's not even your kid you're stealing breast milk from. So it is like, what the fuck?
That's exactly what I said. Like, it's not even like this is your wife, and you could say, "Oh, sorry, honey, I don't know what came over me. You know, I just really needed."
Dude, no. The weird thing is, there are dudes out there that actually drink their wife's breast milk.
I can't see.
After they put it in the bottle, because like it helps. It's like a pick-me-up.
I can't see. You fucked up my right contact.
This is not even your wife, bro.
Dude made me fuck up my whole contact. I hate this dude.
I'm just sitting here. When you told me this, my brain literally had to do the math in my head. Like,
yeah, I couldn't believe what I was reading.
Where the girl is doing the math, and it's just like.
I'm like, dude, what am I even reading anymore? You guys are fucking animals. You're animal. Like this.
Weirder than the whole riot, dude. farting in front of people. Farting.
It's just what it shows you is that there's just a lot of unregulated bullshit that goes on, and just nobody talks about it because people are just happy to, you know, exist and have somewhere to work, and that's wrong. That's wrong. That is abusive. That is literally abusive. Let's keep some of these rail extensions, I guess. That is literally abusive against people. They are literally abusing the fact that people probably don't have anywhere else to go, and they will take something over having nothing. That is, you are literally abusing them. You are essentially banking that they have no options, and that's wrong. They don't care, but it's wrong.
I think it's a good move for Microsoft to buy them.
I mean, I just hope we don't become too monopolized. As someone who, you know, Megacorps is not going to be a pleasurable experience for anyone involved.
I hope it doesn't get to a point where everybody's trying to monopolize, because I'd hate for Sony to start buying certain companies.
But that, like, what are they going to have to do? They have to counterplay, because like Microsoft can just advertise they have like 50 different studios.
You and I both know how Sony is. So it's just like, I don't want Sony to buy certain companies.
Okay, sounds good. Personal questions. She did. Okay, Thorian. Get the tack. I have to get moving. Okay. I don't think she can die, even with all these dudes coming in.
Bungie?
It's just sad. So many studios that made their names back in the day are now just like all fucked up. It really is unfortunate, because it doesn't need to be this way. Where the fuck do I go here? Other end. Okay. It just doesn't need to be this way. Is really what it boils down to. It's just you could just tell they just had a certain culture at the studio. And studio culture is just really fucking dumb. Needless to say, it's really just like. You're making video games.
We promote a safe work environment.
Yeah, and then they'll lecture you at every press conference, at every fucking thing. They'll lecture you about how you're the problem, and then turn around and they're the ones doing it. Hi.
Hey, man, you're not supposed to do that.
Bye.
I am.
You're not supposed to point out that I'm guilty of doing the very thing I'm accusing you of. Okay, it's under Zoo's Hope. Oh my god. Yes. Alright, let me do it the hard way. You're really fucking dumb. Yeah, we'll lecture you about all this stuff and all these fucking other things, and they'll put all this fucking bullshit in, all their inclusivity in the writing and all this other stuff, and then they do this shit like behind closed doors, and they all knew about it. Fuck off. I hate it. How do you throw grenades again? How do you throw grenades? X.
Yeah.
It didn't even affect
them.
them.
At least they fixed the melee thing. That melee
Yeah,
thing
that shit actually got me
annoying.
killed before. Oh yeah.
Especially when the Geth would charge at you.
Yeah,
like,
it takes away your gun. Yeah.
Things.
Again, some of the changes on this game are really good. Like the sprint changes are nice if you could actually use sprint. Did they ever explain this? The fucking orbs that these dudes worship. What the fuck? It's a hard object, like that orb on Elatania. It's really weird. The Geth have like this religion that they don't really talk about again, I don't think. And all these companies do this. And I mean, like, every company is going to be toxic on some level. So I'm not, like, trying to totally patsy the shit out of Activision Blizzard, but my god, last year it was like, it's still like once a month something new comes out.
We find, no, I don't know if it started in
2020
or 2019. We've just been finding weird shit that's been happening behind closed doors.
Well, some of it...
And it's just like, are you guys bored?
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, did you see that? Did you see how he ran down the fucking hallway? With his gun not drawn? That was fucking hilarious. Okay, I'm sorry, carry on.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know when this started. It's just like, we find out weird shit that's happened behind closed doors. It's just like, are y'all bored? Is there something you'd like to tell us?
No, they're not bored. They're not doing anything. That's the problem. You play, and so like it really makes sense to me why so many Blizzard games have been lazy lately. Like Overwatch has been this mess of balancing and all this other shit, where they're like, oh, we don't want to influence a meta.
Left.
Jeff Kaplan knew what was coming. Anyone smart, you'll see this time and time again. Anyone who's smart will see the writing on the wall and be gone, unless something awful happened, like that they couldn't cover up or they knew was coming. So Jeff Kaplan knew. He's a smart man. I might disagree with his video game design philosophies and his reasoning for doing things on Overwatch, but he's a smart man. I can never take that away from him. The dude knows how to make a game. He knows how to code a game. I just don't think he knows how to balance a game, but that's besides the point. And so my thing is that he knew what was coming. I don't know where he's going to work, but wherever he works, he'll be successful at it. I mean, the dude has worked at Blizzard for, what, 20 years? These dudes are smart people.
When he was on stage and they asked him, so what do you say about
Defeated, I know this joke.
remains? Yeah. And I'm just like, this is a character in your own game.
The problem is that Overwatch wanted to be too many things. It wanted to be a casual party shooter, and it also wanted to have a competitive
and, like,
scene.
I know I reference that joke a lot, but it's proof, like, bro, this is a character in your own game.
Oh, and they had to change McCree's name because he was named after a real-life person,
Yeah,
which nobody knew until they made a deal about it. Come on.
Get mad, if you want to get mad at the whole slave one thing, get mad at that too.
I am. I'm mad at both of them. I was ranting about this shit years ago, and you know that, by the way. I was ranting about this shit years ago. I'm like, dude, this is really fucking stupid.
Just like the other.
No one even knew that he was McCree. Like really. So out of all the problems on your game, you're more concerned about renaming the dude that nobody knew was even named after a Blizzard employee. That's where the priorities are, and that's like the problem at Blizzard. They're more interested in renaming like lewd things in World of Warcraft that are like lightly saucy than they are fixing anything. Wow, AI hacking is fucking useless, and that's why I never use that ability. Hi. Alright, here we go. The damn door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower, and the safety shutoff kicks in if the PSI is 34 or above. But if the PSI is in the 31 to 30 to 34 zone, the door slams down with enough force to shoot through a metal I-beam. Somebody fixed this before one of my team loses an arm. What did they say? 31 to 34? This would be what? 28? 28 and 7, 28 and 5. Here we go. 1, 2, boom.
Now, the weirdest thing, the tamest thing we hear is like everything that happened in BioWare with Anthem's development. That's the tamest thing we hear.
It's really just obvious that like a lot of game studios have just spent the better part of the last decade with people who made themselves famous, and they put in work back in the day.
They were all enjoying the high they had.
Right,
like,
and now they didn't want to do any more work. Like Casey Hudson. People at BioWare, people at EA, people at all these other companies that have all these problems. Like they made some of the biggest games of the last 20 years. This was my kind of mission. Okay. Don't panic. We'll be good. Everyone stay close. Okay. Like they all made great games back in the heyday, but the problem was like, I don't know, like at BioWare, they just figured that everything would come together at crunch time, and it finally didn't on multiple games, at which point, they're kind of fucked. And at Blizzard, it's just a bunch of people fucking around, like not taking it seriously just because they're getting handed a ton of money. They literally forced Overwatch League to exist. Like that was a thing that happened. They literally forced Overwatch League into existence. Just because. And it's like, but the game is not balanced around competitive natured shit. It's really dubious how they were going to figure a lot of this out. And I mean, ultimately, they kind of didn't. And the only reason things worked out is because a lot of people put a lot of money into this shit to make it work. What the fuck? Okay, you guys need to not do that. Holy shit. I'll need to do that to Saren is what you need to do it to. Okay, I believe you. Smart move.
Thanks for the heads up.
Alright, cool. I'm coming with you. Alright, so coming up, to sidetrack from all this other stuff, coming up is pretty much one of the hardest dialogue checks in Mass Effect history. I didn't mean to override it, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Saves a little time, I guess. Who am I fighting? Oh, shit! No! Fuck! I knew that was gonna happen. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Oh my god. Where am I? Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. I forgot that armatures can fucking one-shot you. It's such bullshit. I don't have immunity, so I can't eat that. We didn't really do anything anyway. That was not where the hard check was. I didn't even remember what was in that room. I had to shoot it to even know what was in it. Alright, I'll save outside that room this time. As you can see, the loading is non-existent. It's pretty much my favorite part of this whole trilogy, is that, like, the loading just doesn't exist anymore on Series X. I mean, at least Diablo 4 will come out. I'll play Diablo 4. I'll probably do the same as I always did. You know, when I played Diablo 3, I liked it. They did it again, by the way. It's obviously a loading zone. Come on. Okay. Let's fucking save the game. But yeah, like, I don't know what single player games we're going to get out of it. StarCraft 2 is legit in just legacy mode. World of Warcraft has been in legacy mode. Like, Shadowlands has just been really bad. Like, even having played Shadowlands, I thought it was just boring. There's just a way Final Fantasy approaches things that are just better.
Better than the Division.
That's
which
not
we
really
had a
hard.
conversation about, by the way, which was funny.
I'm scared. You guys go in. Get him. Get him, Ashley. You're an animal.
Instead of just making the Division 2, just add all these, like, make the whole Washington shit an expansion.
There you go. Yeah, I feel like Ubisoft completely mishandled everything about the Division, which is really a tragedy when you consider that there's so much potential for the Division. And it is one of the most successful IP launches of all time, I think it is how it goes, but, you know, like, it could have been better. And it could have definitely been handled better, especially in the post-patches. And I think that's because a lot of these looter shooters, like, looter shooters and MMOs are genres that are basically overlapped on top of each other. Like, I think a lot of developers see them both as time sink opportunities. So whereas looter shooters you pay once, MMOs you subscribe to. And the problem with that mentality, that mindset, is that they will try to do the same thing to keep people on the game, and more often than not for looter shooters that backfires and has the opposite effect where people leave your game and don't come back. And that's why the era of the looter shooter is probably approaching an end. Like, that doesn't mean they're not going to make more. It just means, like, we're not going to have, like, Destiny, Borderlands, all these things back to back. I think people are now I think we're moving back more into a single player based environment. Other than, obviously, you know, like COD and all those things, you know, like the long time multiplayer experiences. I think we're kind of moving a little bit more back. And I'm not going to complain about it. That's kind of what I want. I like when we have more first-person shooter experiences. I'm sorry, more RPG, long-form, slow-burn experiences. I think that's where gaming is at its best. Those are the types of games I like this. Are my wheels even touching the ground? Yeah, they are. It looks a little weird. It's probably the lighting, honestly. Like, that's what's cool to me, is that you have all these different unique experiences. You have... I think you could stop in some of these rooms. There's nothing really to do. That's why I don't really talk much about Pharos. There's not really too much to see. It's a very straightforward mission in this game. Yeah, like, you could enter there. There's just enemies in there.
The idea of a looter shooter for, like, endgame is same enemies, but just more
bigger health bars. And that's not a great way to approach gameplay in the long run. Like Final Fantasy tries to do that with complexity. You know what I mean? Like Final Fantasy will try to have like super complex like combat. You know, or I don't really know what WoW has. WoW is kind of just like sunk cost fallacy of the game. Wait, where do we go? I wonder what happens if you just drive off without her. They probably both die. I've never done that.
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up. Let me think.
What's going on? You won't get away with this.
All I wanna do.
Oh shit!
Money. All I wanna do.
Uh-oh, did I fucking break my chair?
Take your money.
No, I didn't. I might have. Maybe a little bit. I need to stop sleeping in this fucking thing.
You can talk this out.
This is a human colony, John.
Species 37. Yeah, look at the big picture. Look at this smug smile on him. I love it. Look at the big picture. I kind of
love how I love how when my backstory was accused, the Joan goes, I read about a cool shepherd. Doesn't have to end up like this. I'm like, you're making it sound like I was the one responsible for that shit. What?
So I may have broken my chair.
Uh-oh.
This sucks.
But if it will let us get back to our lives, I'm for it.
Like when he said, when the Pharaoh's dude, when the ExoGeni dude tells you, like, if your background was like the butcher of Torfin, and he's just like, oh, I heard about Torfin. Doesn't have to be like that. That makes sense. But a Kuz?
Everyone just throws that shit at me. They try to really get under your skin with that too.
Just like, bro, that was a traumatic experience for me.
Yeah, they're trying to throw you off guard. That's the whole point. Oh, you can't equip anything to the Geth rifle. I'm actually surprised that that's in the fucking game. What the hell? How do you read the details? Here you go. Few details are known about the manufactured Geth equipment. Other weapons and armor of the highest quality. A recovered Geth energy weapon. These exotic weapons are very accurate and feature a ramping rate of fire. I don't know if I've ever gotten one of these. I probably have. I just never have used it. That's pretty cool. You can't outfit it with anything, obviously, but whatever. Alright. So basically, what you need to do as Shepherd is you need to go down to your grenades and actually equip. It's a level 1 upgrade. The anti-thorium gas. Basically what this will do is that whenever someone is in the middle of your explosion for the grenade, it will incapacitate them for this story mission specifically. And that will allow them, that will basically give you story credit for not killing them. And much like that last mission I did with the biotics, you get a good ending if everyone survives. It's like 16 colonists you need to neutralize, but we need to get through the door first, which I'm having a boss fight with. I recommend saving before this if you ever play this game. Don't neglect to save often. It takes maybe 5 seconds on the older consoles, and it's even faster on these. Trust me, you're gonna want to save. It's gonna save you a lot of time in the long run to not fuck up and forget to save. Like you saw, I just died from that armature. Part of the reason things worked out so well is I'm gonna have to fucking duct tape my chair. That's what I'm gonna do after this. I cannot believe it just broke like that. This is what, dude, I gotta stop sleeping in this motherfucker. That's how I broke the last one. Damn, and this was my good chair. Shit. Ooh. It was like a Resident Evil 1 zombie. Icon!
That weird exploding thing from Dead Space.
There you go, 16 colonists, okay. What, the pregnants?
No, not those. The ones with the weird hand, the weird exploding blobs. Not the pregnant ones.
What the? Oh, the.
I was like, if there was one necromorph that was predictable as fuck, that I knew was coming, it was definitely one of those.
How do I throw a grenade again?
And we can't forget
There you
about
go.
the pack.
Here you go. You can also melee them to knock them out. That also works if you run out of grenades. Which is actually easier in this version because you have a designated button to melee in this game now. As opposed to you have to get close to them and hope you don't shoot them. Now you can just punch them. That's actually, again, some of those changes completely change how this game is played. Thorian Creeper. Alright, you can throw a grenade right here. Basically, we're probably going to have a couple of missions to do with Thorian Creepers, but I think we might have already gotten them, right? I feel like we played a side mission or two where we had, there you go. How do I... Where's my shield boost? Damn, 5 grenades from that fucking shit? God damn. When are you gonna play Resident Evil 4? I like how Thorian Creepers are also immune when they're crouching until they stand up. It's such bullshit. Alright, there we go. Kept all the colonists alive. This one's way easy. Because your teammates, if you tell them to be careful and leave the colonists alive, they're very smart. They won't hit them. So really, it's just down to you and punching stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to duct tape my fucking chair. That's not gonna be fun. That's gonna be really... It's gonna be really ghetto what I have to do. But I won't! I won't! Okay, let's go. Wait, where's the thing that they just opened up? What the fuck? Here it is. This is actually kind of difficult, maybe, because you could get swarmed. You're basically fighting Asari commandos again.
I love how in Mass Effect 2 when you're on Ilium and you walk in on Liara being like, tell me, have you ever...
Yeah.
I was like, Liara, what the
See,
fuck?
so for everyone you kill, you get Renegade points. For everyone you save, you get 2 Paragon. 2 Renegade for all kills, 2 Paragon. But yeah, it's easy to keep them alive.
It's easy to actually get all Paragon, really.
Pretty much. This game is pretty easy for Paragon.
I just equipped my squad with pistols. Or you don't need to. I think the squad is smart enough to only fire on the Thorian Creepers.
Yeah, they're smart enough.
Once you say I'm gonna save all the colonists.
That's a Renegade option worth using, by the way. I love that one. Nothing's ever simple, is it? Sometimes you get some sauce. Oh, here we go. I love it. Oh, hentai is just so good, man.
I love how Rex goes and people call me ugly.
This is legit a Dead Space monster.
Yeah, before Dead Space got
bad. Dead Space is just fucking whatever, man.
Yep.
Alright, so basically the way I like to do this is if you have a squad mate with throw... Oh no, she's immune? Hilarious. Alright, throw mastery. I guess I should be using all these abilities, huh? So I can get the achievements. Not that it matters so much. Could you get these abilities from before? Oh, I need to be using AI hacking. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, we'll be fighting more Geth soon. I need to be using AI hacking so I don't have to fucking use this character no more. There you go. Alright, might be better to use the assault rifle for that. Yeah, some of them stand up at weird intervals. So basically, the Thorian constantly spawns in Asari, what are they called? Asari, commandos. You know, it's possible that maybe, is it cloning, what's her name?
Essentially.
So how is it cloning the clothes?
I don't have an explanation for that.
I should go. I just don't know. I should go
Do I
now.
really sound like that? I should go.
I should go. Oh yeah, who says that?
Shepard.
Oh yeah, in the thing,
clone.
yeah, in the clone, yeah. That is such a good DLC, and I'm sorry I didn't play it. It feels bad.
I should go. Do I really sound like... I should go.
Bro, the shotgun completely changes this fucking mission. Holy shit, this is awesome. This is what the people are here to see. I could put double frictionless materials. I wonder if I could infinitely fire off of this. Hold on. What am I using? Here. I don't really need the scram rail, you know? So I could put double frictionless. Let's see something. No. It still gains heat.
No, when you use explosive rounds, just use your double friction.
Bitch.
Make that shit hurt.
Isn't that what I'm using? Let's see. What am I using on my 4-shot shotgun? You would never be able to do this in the original, by the way. No, I'm actually not using any frictionless on it. I'm putting plus 46%. Minus 20%. Yeah, so in the original, this would be like a one-shot wonder. Like, you know how in some games you get like an ability to, like, you know, just one shot, you know what I mean? Like you get like a gun that's like a one shot and you have to reload it. That's what this would be. But because of the way that this game does its overheat now, it doesn't do that. So like, yeah, I could put double frictionless, but like, do I really need to fire for this long? Actually, hold on a second. I'm fucking stupid. Oh, yeah, but you see, it doesn't work as well for this. Yeah, even bursting, this is hard. God damn, never mind, it might melt people. It's alright. I suppose I could use this. I never really use high explosives because it's really hard to use in the original because of how quickly you overheat. This actually makes things a little bit faster. Now you can actually use them. Ashley, please get out the way. No, I overheated. Switch to the other gun that has it. Yeah, I'll use it for this mission. After this, I'll go back. Throw this bitch. Get her out of here. I think she's immune to it, maybe. Yeah, it just works better on the shotgun because you get a ton of damage up front and you can potentially knock them down in ragdoll. Like that. Like, that's strong as fuck. To be able to ragdoll an enemy, that's pretty strong. So, like, this works. Like, if this was the original game, it would be good. But I'd rather just keep on, Proton. Because you're going to be fighting enemies that have shields, and being able to shoot through shields is just flat out broken in this game. Weapon stability, scram rail. And I'll keep on one frictionless material. XXXX. Wait, what'd I miss? Oh. Hilarious. Dude, it's so funny, man. Basically, more of them stand up, the more hurt the Thorian tentacle is. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Good thing I have a medical interface. I have multiple medical interfaces hooked up. They're coming from behind? No, okay. Hello, Ash, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're gonna do a Pokemon stream soon. I'm also I knocked him off the cliff. That's hilarious. I'm also wondering if I should stream Pokemon Legends or if I should just record it like normal. I'm not really sure which. Alright, goodbye. Hilarious. I can't even teabag him. There you go. Do like a COD rushing strat, basically.
Halo, bro.
Oh, dude, Halo has always been the teabag central.
I especially love it when people on my team teabag enemies I kill.
I love it when dudes who are negative teabag. It's like, well, what are you really teabagging? That your team is better than you? I mean, hats off to you. Oh, this is disgusting. This is like a completely different game. This is like Left 4 Dead right now. Shout out to Crowcat, dude. Oh, what was the game called again? Back 4 Blood is made by the legendary devs who made Left 4 Dead. It's like 6 people. It's literally like 6 people who's the Left 4 Dead on that team, basically. Goodbye. So so like, at what point, at what percentage of it do you say this is made by? Oh shit! There was another commando behind me. At what point do you say, well, it has people from Left 4 Dead, but it's like nobody? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that kind of like lying to people, saying that, oh, you know, we have this person from the original team, but you don't. Like, it's 6 people. None of whom really worked on the major elements that made the game what it was and popular. I don't know, that might just be me, but you know how it is. Okay, I gotta be careful here I don't accidentally kill her. It's a dialogue option. You tricked her. How is this possible? That's horrible. What does it do? So the cipher is knowledge. There must be some way. Let's have some brain sex. Why not? Embrace eternity, Shepard. Wait, what is this Notre Dame game?
Wait, what?
The Notre Dame, what is it? Escape from Notre Dame or whatever it was?
I think
you have to save Notre Dame?
Yeah, you have to...
Oh my god.
Based off the fire that happened.
But you know what? I'm not even going to be mad at them. They're making a patriotic game, right? When was the last time they made a patriotic game in the United States? Never. Even Call of Duty is like, wow, Americans are fucking stupid.
Yes, but I keep thinking back to that scene of Modern Warfare 3's campaign where the little girl is like, oh, look, it's Big Ben!
Daddy, it's Big Ben! Boom! We just put fucked up shit in COD campaigns now just because. Like, we have to relive No Russian every day now.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this game.
I was like, oh no, this is the warning.
I'm like, I know it's COD and all, but Jesus.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't kill her. There you go. Medal of Heroism. Complete Pharaohs. I could probably get the Insanity Trophy easily, even with this character. I just won't do it because I don't feel like it. I probably don't have to go like Infiltrator or whatever.
Let me see what you want.
Okay, let me sell all junk. That was a free million just for existing. Very good. So the last thing we need to do before Vermeer is bring down the sky. Let's see if there's anything from Fair. What time is it? Is it 11? Maybe. Okay, it's literally 10:59. Let's see if there's just a little bit of stuff we could do here before I end the stream. Tomorrow's stream probably will be Final Fantasy, where I'll do the Reaper and the Sage quest lines. Finally, I hate
finally get
Panheimer and Shroud. I'll actually
Shroud
learn.
is a great move.
I'll actually learn how to play Reaper properly. Yeah, so we'll do that.
I actually watched somebody do the final boss fight for Endwalker as a Reaper. It's like, this shit actually looks cool.
Yeah, that shit is actually probably hilarious. A test of your reflexes.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
No, I think the thing, I kind of learned that they really tried to make sure you understand, really tried to use everything from all the other fights that you've gone through in that game.
Imagine people remembering their fucking previous fights, dude. I cannot tell you, dude. One of the new Savage fights has numbers. Numbers was a mechanic in Omega 12 Savage. Ugh, it's such a fucking nightmare to teach people how to do it.
I really try to remember Omega MNF just in case.
Yeah, it's not in normal mode. You wouldn't know about numbers. Numbers is actually, like, really not fun.
No, the one mechanic I always, just in case, you know, if they ever do it again, is, you know, when you have to go near one of them before they do the knockback and the other does the weird AoE move.
Oh, that's just the peak of the iceberg for that fight. Like, yo, you should watch one of the streams where I cleared that shit. I streamed that when I originally cleared that fight.
You know what we should have done? We should have recorded that fight we had with in the Mother Crystal with the tank, who was literally giving us all shit.
I'm alright. There ain't nothing to fucking say. It's just people being toxic. I don't happen to encounter opponent. I cleared Ultimate. Good for you. There's a lot of people who cleared Ultimate that I know that are just miserable at the game. They're not good. They just fucking did it until they randomly got through Ultimate. And I won't deny, it takes skill. Like, you can't just fucking starfish your way through Ultimate. You gotta fuck a little bit. But, like, it's not like it's no longer the same litmus test it was back when the systems were not as favorable. And, like, you're free to disregard my opinion. I haven't cleared an Ultimate. I got to Suppression. That was it. But you can you know, any Ultimate clear can disregard my opinion, but you're still an asshole. And, like, it's fine. If you want to be an asshole, I can't stop you. I'm not your fucking father. But, you know.
Still a fucking ass.
Oh, is the Maroon Sea new? Have we been to the Maroon Sea before? Okay, I think this is new. Let's do this. Dude goes into a random duty finder roulette and gets mad when people don't play at like some ultimate level. Then, dude,
GG, what happens?
BG.
BG.
Then don't do roulettes.
Toxic,
like,
bro.
Seriously. Like, maybe this is someone's first time on this fight. You know what I mean?
Like, real.
Like maybe this dude, maybe someone is just here for the story. They just say, okay, I'm not going to do the trust because trust can be boring. I'm not going to lie. Did I ban the right person? Yes, I did.
Especially since, you know, this whole influx of players and how you and I had problems getting on.
There are so many new players on Final Fantasy XIV right now, and now is the time when you're toxic to people. Not a few months ago. Well, he's probably toxic all the time. Like, it's not me trying to censor people and say that you can't say certain things, obviously, but it's just one of those things. Like, not everyone plays the game as much, right? Like, you went into basically like the public lobby of the game, you know what I mean? Like the public matchmaking. Some people just get on the game just to fucking, you know, just do whatever and just have a good time, and they don't know anything about the game. That's why the game has to be simple.
I would hate to
just don't be a dick to them is all I'm saying.
No, I hate to say that the people who just want to get on the game to have fun, like, you know, just level up a crafter or a gatherer so you don't have to deal with toxic
Have you
people
leveled
like
up a
that.
crafter or gatherer? but for real though, like some people just are not good at the game, and that's fine. They don't have to be forced to do shit. Like, if you come into Savage and people are fucking around, that's where I'm like, okay, you just wasted my life. My clock is running down and you're not helping me.
Nah, my limit is when I have to constant. It's like, I know I don't do Savage, but when I but when I get Bismarck,
Oh yeah,
and
some of
it's
those
like,
old fights are kind of
people
anal.
and people don't do the dragon killers properly.
I
I'm
always
just
do a
like,
dragon killer. Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't. You people can't do this to me right now. I cannot be bothered to do this. I cannot.
Come on, Google Docs, give me control of my fucking document, please. Thank you.
Especially, yeah, and Malcolm, you know this. You know this. You know what I'm gonna talk about too. That time in one of the Rabanasta raids where I suggested to the group, where I suggested to our party, maybe somebody should mana shift the healers. What happens? You've been kicked.
Yeah, he got kicked from was it Orborn or was no? It was Rita Rana.
It was the first
It
one.
was Rita.
The first one.
It was Evilise?
Yes, it was the
Rabanaster? Okay, never mind. I take it back.
Yeah.
What was I doing again? Maroon
I get
Sea?
kicked. Imagine that. I get kicked and I was playing Samurai. I get kicked just because I suggest maybe you should mana shift the healers if we're having such a problem.
Nah, they were a party. I left, by the way. He got kicked. When he told me he got kicked, I couldn't believe him. When he said, yeah, I got kicked, I left. I'm like, all right, fuck you guys. See you later. I'm the tank, so like, you know, fuck you guys.
Finding another tank.
I mean, they'll find another tank. Like, unfortunately. But I mean, whatever. That's just, I'm just not dicks to people. Jesus, these bots are relentless. I'm not dicks to people who haven't done anything. You know what I mean? Like if I go into Savage or Extreme, yeah, you kind of got to play better because, you know, we're on a timer now. You can't just fuck around and do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of have to have some accountability. There has to be some amount of responsibility on your part to make sure that we win. Like, I can't just sit here and babysit you while we don't clear. Like, you know, time is money, literally. Like, that's all. But I don't go into duty finders and shit and expect anything ridiculous. Like, do I expect healers to know how to heal? Yes. Do I expect everyone to know? And especially since this is new content, we're talking about shit that at this point, was this year? Yeah, it was either early this year or like late last year, like super late last year we had this dude. And in my head, I'm like, bro, this content is not even a month old. So there are people out there who don't sit around all day trying to get into this game, probably just getting to this content for the first time. And I think we did have a couple of new people in there. And this dude is over here like every small thing. You know, this shit's hard. It's meant to be hard.
It's just like,
it's meant to be
shit. You know what the worst part of it was? You know the Rivers of Light thing that happens, right?
Yeah,
this dude fucked up so many times.
Yeah, he also pulled it incorrectly. Yeah, so big man over here who's clearly flexing his knowledge of Extreme fucks up the mechanics. So suck my dick, dude. Some people some people on 14 are unapologetically bad. I could tell you tons of stories where people got salty at me for one reason or another, for no, you know, for I would argue is no reason really, just one reason or another. They got mad at me. I always talk about that time I was in Fractal Continuum Hard, and this dude was flexing for his girlfriend. Like, oh, well, oh, you're just a git, aren't you? Like he wanted me to use Holy Spirit, outside of my Requiescat window on a multi-target pull. And back in the day, single target. That's a single target one. Yeah.
Okay.
So he wanted me to use a single target spell. This dude is trying to tell me how to play the game, right? Like, I'm not like some god, right? But he's trying to tell me how to tank on Paladin. And I hate, to be fair, in Stormblood, I hated tanking on Paladin in dungeons. I thought it was awful. You didn't have a 1-2 move.
I played the game as a gladiator, and I won't lie, I was kind of nervous. So I was fucking up on the first time I did Sunken Temple.
What the fuck is this? Oh, yeah.
And I didn't, the guy kept telling me, I think it was the DPS telling me to like get the, put the blocks on one of the markers. And I was like, oh. Shit, I got kicked over.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take that.
This dude is trying to tell me how to do my fucking rotation, and oh, well, you should be casting spells, and I'm like, I'm in my fight or flight window. No, I will not do that. And so I think his chick said something or whatever, and I'll remember what it was. And I wasn't mean to her. I just said, yeah, I don't feel like doing that or something. Like, I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna take it slow. It wasn't to pull more. It was something real inconspicuous. And I just said, okay, I'm just not doing it. That's all. He's like, well, wow, you're a real git, aren't you? I'm like, so you're just your words I can't say on stream. Let me get that clear. I'm not some, look, I didn't start problems with these dudes, right? I don't care if you're playing with your girlfriend. You know, if that's your thing, go ahead. I personally wouldn't do it. You know, I wouldn't play 14 with a significant other that I know probably can't take criticism or something. You know, like, I wouldn't do it in general, even if she could, maybe. But, you know, you want to do it, I'm not going to shit on your fun. You're allowed to have fun and play with who you want to play.
You need to understand, you play Paladin. Once you're in your flight or flight window, I learned this.
You don't use spells.
You have to. You can't use spells. You have to.
It says it right there in the description for the ability. Increases physical damage dealt by 25%.
You have to take advantage, and plus, most of those, like, most of those abilities are part of a GCD.
Oh shit! It's space calorie.
Again, I'm wasting GC. You're telling me to waste my time to not use my appropriate GCDs.
Hilarious. Okay. Yeah, no, fuck it. It's just a bunch of fucking know-it-alls. I really think he was just trying to show off for his bitch. And I like, look, you could be all happy as you want to play with them, but don't fuck around like that, man. Come on. I don't treat people like that. This dude came out of nowhere swinging at me or some shit, and so I may or may not have looked at the logs afterwards.
Oh god, here we go. I know I did that.
That's all I'm gonna say. Because I might have uploaded these logs. I might have uploaded these logs, and I don't want to shit on them too much because they might be able to look it up. But they were garbage. The both of them were trash. I was doing more than the both of them combined. Yeah, I was doing more than both of these clowns combined.
I thought you were talking about the one who was like BG.
No, I'm not talking about that, dude. I don't care. You can't upload that.
Oh.
It's a normal trial. At the time, Fractal Continuum, I think, was part of the expert roulette. I'm pretty sure Stormblood expert. Oh shit.
Dungeon? You mean to tell me he was giving you shit on
in a dungeon? Yes, in a dungeon, in an expert roulette dungeon. This dude is going ham on me for nothing. We ain't even at the boss yet, my dude. And I've done everything fine. I've done roulette so much, dude. You have no idea. I gotta do them tonight. I just did Fractal Continuum hard like 2 days ago. That's why I remember this, actually, believe it or not. True story. I literally just remembered this because I did it a few days ago. And I was like, I remember doing this dungeon because here was where he called me a git. And I was like, what word is that? I'm like, what kind of word is he saying? It's like an English word or something, like a British word. And I was like, oh, okay. But I don't care, dude. Listen, you want to show off for your fucking girl, man? You lucky I don't want to get banned off 14 because I'd piss on your whole life.
Call you a failed abortion.
Yeah, one of my friends did that. He got action for that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. People lucky I like keeping my accounts, right? I mean, we enter in this era of you have to be super PC and super nice. Like, I'm not a dickhead to people, right? Like, people do dumb shit. As long as you don't wipe us, we're good. You know, if you're new,
I'm an asshole, but
if you're new, say you're new.
Somebody actually deserves it.
Say you're new. Say I've never done this before. Or sometimes, you know, you could just look at someone's gear and know they're new. You know, it's when people have better gear than me and are doing worse. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Like, do we need to, like, what do we need to talk about? You have no idea how many groups I had to sit in to clear E12. You have no idea. I saw every wipe possible in that fight. Same thing for O12. I saw every way to wipe in that fight imaginable. You have no idea. You got people wiping on Bajja because they early pull the fucking boss, and when you early pull in Bajja, it fucks with the whole fight and everything, and like then you have to lose metal, and I'm over here losing metal. I'm like, bro, how about you just don't early pull the fucking boss? How about you wait till everyone gives you the go ahead, you know, take 2 minutes out of your life for people to get ready, and then we clear it the first try. Why are you gonna wipe us because you early pull twice? Like, what kind of sense does that make? Because now we don't clear, and now everyone's mad. Like, what kind of sense is it? People don't fucking think of that. Fucking, this is a Final Fantasy rant stream now. I hate you. Yeah, go on.
I remember we did the Rabbit Master raids together. Remember how big it was about countdowns, and everybody would just early pull it.
Bruh, suck my dick. If you see a countdown is starting, don't fucking pull just because you don't want to wait the extra 18 seconds. I really wish I could shirk you real hard when you if someone did that. You like, come on, bruh. Maybe I'm not doing it for you, but I'm doing it for the black mages, the dancers, the red mages, you know, all these other people. You just being a dick. I'm sorry. You just being a fucking dick. Like, look, I mean, I stopped doing countdowns because of that. Like, I have to admit, people beat me. They beat me down. I'm like, why am I gonna sit here and do a countdown and then some dude's gonna pull anyway? And now people got numbers flashing on their screen while they're supposed to be fighting. Like, bro, come on, bro. Part of that is why I really don't even think they should spawn bosses until everyone in the cutscene is done with it. Like, no joke. I think that they shouldn't spawn bosses for Alliance raids until everyone is done with the cutscene.
A lot of things should be done about that game. I think
and they do a lot. Like, I know I complain a lot about... Oh, shit. Oops.
The 8-person I feel like there should be more than 2.
Yeah, but they'd have to overhaul that. I think it would just be easier to make the Praetorium and the other one 4-person dungeons, honestly. I mean, I agree with you. Like, it's a good idea that they had. They just didn't do anything with it. It's clear that they didn't want to continue having 8-person dungeons. Because there's definitely something to be done with 8-person dungeons, I think. Having continuous raids. You know, it's kind of a mix between, like, a trial and a dungeon. But yeah, like, I'm nice to people on 14. I know that a lot of people in my Discord think I'm this, like, raging asshole. But, like, if you genuinely don't know and you make it known, like, I'm happy to talk about it. You know? One of my friends, I always say this, and I ought to bring her back on just so she can confirm this. One of my friends that I met and played 14 with, she is so good at the game. She beat an ultimate before me. I met her, she couldn't even clear Sigmascape. She couldn't even clear it. She just would, like, I joined their static basically because this was after mine and Searcher 2 static dissipated. I joined their static. I helped them clear Kefka just because I love that tier so fucking much. That tier is a nostalgia trip for me. So I was helping, you know, I was helping random people clear it. I was pugging it. I was doing all sorts of stuff back in the day. And I was saying to them, you know, like, hey, listen, this is how you do the fight. Here's what you need to do. I taught them how to do well, they were on Guardian. They were getting close to it. And I taught them the remainder of it, and I taught them Kefka. It felt good. It really felt good. And to this day, that is my favorite experience on that game. And then, you know, she got really good at the game. She studied how to play. She beat a fucking ultimate before me. She beat Ultimate Weapon. I'm over here. At that time, I was still up to Ifrit. She beat Ultimate. She beat the whole fucking thing. She kept going. She ran with it. And I told her, you're more skilled at this game than I am. You have more innate skill than I do. She plays Scholar, one of the harder classes in the game. Thorians? Husk, sorry. Do these count as AI? I'm gonna use it anyway. Its ability sucks dick. Its ability sucks. I'm sorry, it really does. But yeah, like, you know, people can learn. Like, the thing is like, no wipe is wasted as long as you learn something. If you learn something, it's okay to wipe. As long as you say, okay, I know what to do now. I know how not to do that in the future. No wipe is wasted. That's how I approach Savage. That's why I don't get tilted on Savage if we wipe on a mechanic, right? Oops, I didn't realize I had to heal this much. All right, now you know. You know what I mean? Like, but just don't practice a mistake. And that's something that was true when I was playing the piano. It's fine to make a mistake. Don't practice it. You know what I mean? Once you practice it, that's where the problems begin. Because now you're embedding bad behavior into your brain. And a lot of 14 is muscle memory. Like knowing where you are in your rotation. You know what I mean? Like mentally knowing where you are so you don't have to look at, what the fuck? How am I supposed to get this? Whatever. Maybe it's just there for decoration. But yeah, like, dude over here insulting me because I don't want to use Holy Spirit on a fucking pole. Suck my dick, dude. Actually suck my dick. No, I mean it. I genuinely mean it. Suck my dick. I'm not gonna be nice about this shit. He asked a question, I gave him an answer. And what do you know? What? Lo and behold, what fucking happened in Shadowbringers? What happened in Shadowbringers? They gave Paladin a second AoE move, Prominence, and then they gave Holy Circle. Suck my dick. I hate these people.
Was it Shadowbringers where Paladin got a gap closer?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, finally, this class can actually compete with Warrior.
Oh, they changed Warrior so much.
Warrior and Dark Knight.
They changed it.
And it's just like now, you gotta play Gunbreaker.
I kind of want to stream my Zodiac Extreme progression, low-key. I already did this. Wait, where the fuck am I? Oh, here we go. I kind of want to stream my Zodiac Extreme progression, low-key. I've looked up the fight. I'm a little over-geared for it now. I just want to clear it so I can get them out. You know what I mean? 99 runs. Because remember, I streamed Warrior of Light Extreme, Seed of Sacrifice. Because I like that fight so much. Because the whole time, that fight has some of the best music, man. I fucking love that fight. That is, in my opinion, the best fight in the whole game. Makes it even more tragic that Soken was working on it when he was in remission. That's really, that actually, I felt Yoshi P's pain when he actually broke down a little bit there. I felt him on that one. Dude is putting out some of his some hot fire and just suffering in silence. That's brutal.
What happened to him?
Soken had cancer, I think.
Oh boy.
And he either I don't know if it was like full blown or like if it was progressing or if he just had a scare. I forget like the full details, but he was, I think, like in remission or healing, and he was writing to the edge while, you know, basically unsure if he was gonna have it or not. Or maybe he did have it. I don't remember the full story. I just know he was in the hospital for a while, and instead of taking time off, he was still working on the game. Because he's that devoted to his craft. Like, and I don't think he told anyone that either. It wasn't a widely known secret. That's why I respect Yoshi P, because he might not be a perfect dev. He's far better than some of these fuckers. But he might not be a perfect dev, but I feel like he's a human. You know, like he has his ups, he has his downs. You know, some days everyone's a human, right? But like I get a human experience from him, and his game doesn't suck.
When devs are listening to their fans in moderation, like you don't listen to them too much, but when you're listening to them enough, it's like,
yeah. And maybe they're a little guilty of listening to the Japanese a little bit too much. That's kind of just a culture thing, though. I don't take that personally. Why
Warrior was so popular in the first place.
Yeah, they have a different tank meta. They had a different tank meta. Let me correct myself. In the West, we back in Stormblood is, I think, when this was well known. In the West, we used Warrior as our main tank for one reason or another. In the East, they used Paladin as their main tank whenever they could. And so because of that, like, it was a little bit different with how they viewed these different classes. Nowadays, I have no idea. They have done a reasonable amount of homogenization, I feel, to make it so anyone can do anything, which is fine, because now it's up to what class do you really want to play. What do you think fits your playstyle the most, which is how it should be. Because I come from WoW, and WoW, if your class was not good, you could suck a dick. And pray next expansion they help you. And remember, in WoW, you can't just say, well, today I'm going to level Warrior, I don't want to play Dark Knight anymore. You couldn't do it. You had to make a new character. Start over. Start from level 1. Oh, medical interface 9. Or exoskeleton now. But yeah, like, you know, people have human experiences, right? Like, I'm not a super asshole. Like, but a 19% reduction in power cooldown. What the fuck? That's crazy. Oh, I guess I'll put on a better one than 5. Or is this shit? Medical.
When I played that game, when I played Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, people would be like, oh, you're playing engineer? Yeah, you shouldn't take, like, 3 weapons, you know? You should only have, like, 2, and then, you know, because you're an engineer. You're playing multiplayer, you should be depending on your powers.
Look, for Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, I distinctly know it was hard, so because of that, I'm like, okay.
It was stupidly hard.
They made it harder, by the way. So most games they patched to make easier. Mass Effect 3 was a rare example of they patched it to make it harder so you would buy more loot boxes. Because remember, this was 2012. This was back in the day when loot boxes were rampant. There was no public, like, decrying of loot boxes. The whole attitude about loot boxes didn't really flip, to my knowledge, until like 2016 when like Overwatch and all those other games started throwing them out. Like, then that was when people were like, okay, y'all going a little too crazy with all these loot boxes and shit. Like we over here trying to play a game. Like, come on. And so back then, like, Battlefield 3 had loot boxes, I think. Battlefield 4 had them, but they weren't required to get all the attachments. It was just like you could pick up between stubby or potato grip. And, like, they both do the same thing, to my knowledge, back then. So that's fine. Like, it's whatever. I actually really like Battlefield 4. I would still play it if it had cross progression. Some of the biggest games I would still play to this day, I would play if they had cross progression. And they don't. And I said I'm not gonna... I would even play Battlefront 2 if it had cross progression. And nowadays they're getting the picture that, like, people will play across multiple consoles because now they have, like, you know, unified console gens and shit. But, like, you know, who the hell wants to redo 200 hours of work? Just pull a card from MMOs. Look at this thing try to run. Pull a card from MMOs and just say, all right, we're gonna make it so you could save your stuff server side and upgrade your shit. That's all you gotta do. They're already buying the game again. Like, why am I gonna pay them $120 or whatever? You know, maybe get it on sale for $10 or whatever. Let's say. Why am I gonna pay them $70 to replay the whole fucking game? Like, multiplayer experiences after Call of Duty 4 are kind of RPGs in and of themselves. You level up, you unlock stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of different. It's a different universe, and that's why COD recognizes this. COD has always, like, been a fucking lead on that shit. People could shit on COD as much as they want, but COD never fucked up certain things. They never did online passes, and they're doing the multi-plat shit. There's tons of stuff to shit on Call of Duty for, but that's not one of them. I respect the shit out of them for that. But I want Toys for Bob back.
ARS cars for kids.
But yeah, I just feel like when you hear people are stealing breast milk and stuff from, like, Activision stuff, like, I think the worst part of the thing is like, when you play WoW, if you played WoW back in the day, and even if you were to just play Classic now, you understand certain things are just, like, irreparably changed. And when the only thing that they could think to do is to, like, censor all these lewd jokes or whatever, like, fuck off, man. Like it just makes no sense to me. Like, the dudes did what they did. Censoring and changing a 14-year-old joke in your MMO is not suddenly going to make everything go away. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden people aren't going to forget Afriasiabi or whatever his name was. It did all the stuff that he did. What the fuck? Did I not do this, Galaxy? Is the whole Maroon Sea not unlocked until now? Let's see. No, I guess not. Maybe the Maroon Sea truly does unlock once you complete Pharos. I see, this is weird stuff. I never documented it. Maybe someone documented it somewhere in their game facts. That's right. I'm gonna upload this guide I'm writing to game facts. You know, I have to reverse engineer my old guide for Mass Effect for Resident Evil 1 by watching my own stream back. So if you want to have a comfortable playthrough of Resident Evil 1, it is entirely possible to do so using a knife only. If otherwise, the only thing that you probably should shoot is you should shoot the Crimson Head. I feel that the Crimson Head is harder to kill than Hi. The Crimson Heads are harder to kill. Oh shit. Hilarious. Okay. Crimson Heads are harder to kill than the Yawn Part 3. Because remember, I beat that shit on stream without saving knife only ages ago. I remember that. In under 3 hours. It was a good time. That was the first stream I ever did.
Don't go!
I don't even know if that line is in there in the remake. I'll be honest with you. Hilarious.
You want to know what movie is a lot more disappointing than Episode 9?
Don't say fucking Welcome to Raccoon City.
How'd you know?
Because we're talking about Resident Evil and you're not that original.
Wow.
Toxic. Yeah, no, Episode 9 was more disappointing. I disagree.
Episode 9 is stupid.
Dude, bro, what the fuck am I looking at right now? This shotgun is
Welcome to Raccoon
stupid.
City was just, oh, Leon's a total dumbass.
Leon's an idiot. See, they tried to condense too much plot too fast. And, like, it's funny because you maybe argue that, like, Resident Evil games are, like, famous speedrunning games. But I just feel like they condensed it way too quickly to be good. Like, they should have had one game per movie. Or they should have had the movie be longer and redesign it, I feel. Because they had a Resident Evil movie with no Tyrant in it. It's like, well, what the fuck? Like it's just a disappointment. They say it's a love letter to the fans, but then they, like, you know, the fans of the series will know when something changes from the lore, because people like me fucking have played these games and studied it and recounted it and loved it over the years. I'm gonna start pointing out every little change that you made. And, like, I get you gotta take some liberties, because it's, you know, you can't one-to-one some of this, but, you know. What the fuck? Oh, here you go.
Logs show this ship was exploring near the Perseus Veil. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board, and then, this is really weird, Commander, they plotted a course straight into the Perseus Veil. Like they wanted the Geth to find it.
That artifact must have done something. Why else would someone fly into Geth space?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind is falling apart. Doesn't say anything about how they...
Yeah, they all got turned into husks. Yeah. Yeah, it's a warning. Which is funny because the Geth then become our best friends, so, you know.
Yep. Except for that one instance where that soldier accidentally shoots one of their flashlights off.
Shepard Commander.
No, Legion is gone.
Fuck. That shit still hurts.
No, Morden killed. No, Morden and Legion actually killed.
Actual rip. Alright, let's look at the other one. Yeah, that's the only one here. Let me, Well, obviously adrift, it's not broadcasting any distress signal. What system is this? I have no idea. MSB Cornucopia. Caspian, okay. And then we'll do Vostok. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else to do. We'll I guess we could fly through all the other things.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Okay. Nota Crux. I actually don't remember this one. Matriarch's writings. Well, we already have all the writings. As you can see, there's more than enough to go around. There's probably like 15, maybe 16 in the game. You only need to find 10 to complete the quest. Pretty much with anything in this game, there's more than enough for you to find if you just do like 60-70% of the stuff in the game. Okay, we take the usual squad. Oh shit, this almost looks like Earth. They have a skybox that actually looks kind of realistic. Man, I miss those Counter-Strike maps. You had some of the most creative dudes make some of the craziest zombie escape maps. It's really sad that all that's gone now. It's really hard to find a server that runs any of it. Maybe I'll try tonight, but it's really hard. It's not like... Because back in, even after, what's it called, came out, even after, Global Offensive came out, I feel like they should have just left Source and just let it be the game it was. You know, if it's not a fucking firmware thing that's gonna get people's machines hacked or fuck with their games, I feel like they should have just left it. But they patched it, and it just, all that stuff apparently broke when I asked someone about it. They were like, look, all this stuff broke, all those maps are gone. It really sucks, and I don't have any of them left over. All of those maps were on my Vista, I'm pretty sure. That was what I did a lot of my gaming on back then, was my Vista, because I didn't get my Windows 7 until 2011. Crash ship and Thorian creepers over here. Oh, let's go left first. It sucks. It really does. Because, like, you want to go back and have fun and play these games. You know, Zombie Escape is fun as fuck. It's genuinely Zombie Escape, Zombie Massacre, mini games. What are the games I used to play? I tried Hosties. I wasn't really a big fan of it. You have to communicate a lot in Hosties. I didn't want to do it. Hosties was a little too involving. What the fuck? Oh, Thorian creepers. Don't know how Thorian creepers are still surviving on other planets, but whatever. Not sure what the over-under on the lore is for that, but whatever. Is there even anything to see here? I don't think so. Yeah, it's just kind of whatever. Okay. What? Oh. Okay, I'll maybe give that to Andromeda. I'm always scared you're gonna get stuck in this game because you can't jump. Don't worry, Andromeda was suitably glitchy. Again, they knew. I'm surprised. I really am sad that Crobecat never made an Anthem video, because I feel like that would have been like the perfect follow-up to Andromeda.
Laggy fucking game. Yeah, we'll play fucking. Nah, it's right. Anthem was buggy. And I wanted to enjoy the game. I really
Because he goes into the history of the development of these games as well. And I think that going into Anthem would have been perfect. Because what game has a saucier reputation and development history than Anthem? Because to understand Anthem's entire legacy, you have to understand like the entire history of what happened at BioWare from like the year 2008 forward. Maybe even further back. Is like Anthem and Overwatch both have like these really long running like plot lines basically that you kind of need to understand in order to, you know, really understand how crazy that shit was. And that's what I find so interesting about it, is like you have to understand, like, well, because people laughed at Andromeda so much, they changed so much about Anthem so they would make a game that was unmemeable. This is all shit I went over when I talked about the fuck, what are they called, when we did the podcast. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I might just go back up so I don't have to climb this mountain. Might save myself a little time, especially with these load times, like for real. Let's see, is there an easy way to get out of this valley? It doesn't really seem like it. But yeah, like it's a real story of what happened at Anthem. It's not like a fucking joke, or you know, it's not like you know, some weird shit. I mean, it's weird. It's a story. It's a human story. It's a good story. But that Back for Blood video was perfect. I didn't realize so few people worked from actually worked on the original Left 4 Dead. That's almost like fake advertising. If you got a team of like 90 people working on a game and 6 of them worked on some other game, and they're not like, they weren't like the head executive, you know, the head director or something, you know, like that's kind of bad advertising. You're just using Left 4 Dead's name, and it's not false. It's one of those things that's like, it's not false, it's not a lie. It's just, it's not the truth. And you know that if people knew the truth, they wouldn't have done it. They wouldn't have bought Back 4 Blood the way they did. And I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it, because I would have bought it thinking, oh, it's going to be just like Left 4 Dead. You know, it's even got the 4 in the title and all that. No, I'm glad I didn't. It's just a shame. I think really all of this is born from the fact that Valve stopped making video games. I think that's really the problem with a lot of these different things, is that Valve does not make video games anymore. They devote all their time to Steam, and what few games they have released, like post 2010, like post Portal 2 or whatever, like have been mostly I never played Portal 2, by the way. I know that's like the hot take. I never got around to it. I never played it. So I played the shit out of Portal 1 regularly back in the day. Like I really got into it because I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, and you could really beat the game quickly if you understand the stuff. But I never played Portal 2, and I own it. It's one of those games I owned and said I can play it if I ever want to, and never did. KOTOR, huh?
Yep.
Dude, you're joining me for my KOTOR playthrough, right?
Yep.
This guy, I'm gonna have to fucking hire this dude. But I'm paying you on a playthrough by playthrough basis, okay? He does. He's calling up his lawyer real quick. I want to renegotiate these terms.
I literally modded it and I had to delete a file that apparently just causes a black screen in the directory. This is why you can't really mod some of these old games.
Yeah, it's fuckery. It's a little bit of fuckery. I'm just gonna play the Xbox version.
There was no excuse for KOTOR 2. I don't know what happened. Obsidian just decided we were gonna, like, the PC port is just unfinished.
Yeah, because back then, there wasn't a lot of parity between console releases and PC ports. That's kind of a recent thing, where, like, console ports are on par with PC ports. You know what I mean? That's kind of a recent change in gaming.
I think the biggest problem now with gaming is everyone's too dependent on the patch shit.
Yeah, you couldn't do that back in the day. Shit had to ship completely figured out. Especially with these old games. But I mean, communities patch shit, and I mean, I gotta hand it to them. You know, there's gotta be a little bit of reverse engineering involved, right? You gotta take someone else's code. Oh jeez, this is awful.
I think they should, like, developers should also be giving more credit to the fans who make fixes for their games too.
Nah, suck a dick.
Yeah, unfortunately. Because that's what happened. Like, KOTOR 2 PC port, fans actually made that fix.
Dude, Bethesda employees have used fan-made patches for Elder Scrolls and shit. Okay, what the fuck? I'm going back up. This is awful. I hate this. What an actual waste of my life. Let's see. Notocrux is a verdant world with abundant water, temperate climate, and a thick nitrogen oxygen atmosphere and rich ecosystem. It would seem to be perfect for life. The relative high percentage of oxygen makes humans feel energized and alive, though it has also allowed insect analogs to grow to frightful sizes. Unfortunately, Notocrux is a case of almost, not quite. Thunderstorms are as common as on Earth, but in Notocrux's thicker, oxygen-rich atmosphere, they are deafening and spark constant wildfires. More damning are the large and ubiquitous tufts of pollen that float in the high-pressure air. In humans and other oxygen-breathing species, they cause severe or lethal allergic reactions. Well, ain't that some shit? Almost, but not quite. That guy redrops me. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, that is ridiculous. I cannot believe I spent the last several minutes trying to get that. Come on. But yeah, I think that the biggest problem is just, like, with a lot of games, man, it's just return to form. I think that there was a lot of stuff that they tried to do in the 2010s that just didn't pan out. Like, a lot of PC versions of a lot of those console games from back then are just really bad. Square Enix doesn't really make good PC ports. The Final Fantasy VII Intergrade PC port is like the latest in a long, long line of casualties, pretty basically.
With, like, the way gaming is now, that wouldn't be the case, but, like, you...
No, they just knew they were going to port it. That's pretty much all it comes down to. They knew people liked it, they knew it was Final Fantasy VII, and they knew they could port it to PC and get sales. I mean, that was pretty much the end of it.
You want to play Yuffie? Oh, no more PS5s? Well, fuck you.
Yeah, and then they make this shit exclusive to next gen, like, people need incentives to buy consoles. Like, people have the incentives to buy consoles. Just they can't get to it in time before the bots and the scalpers do. So again, Like, Sony has done the PS5 Direct. I just feel like they should just mostly, like, start doing that. I don't know why they continue to ship consoles to other retailers. Like, they might have agreements or something. But, like, clearly the situation has changed. I mean, obviously, if they can't get out of it, they can't get out of it. But, like, clearly the situation has changed.
On Sony because of the fact they're producing more PS4s.
Yeah, because it's cheaper. They could actually get the parts for the PS4s. It doesn't make no sense, right? Like, it's not like nonsense, but it is like it doesn't help the shortage. Oh God.
And it's just like people are like Microsoft doing the big move out here, stopping the production of the Xbox One to concentrate more on the
Oh no.
Series X.
Oh God. Okay, let me save before I fall off of this shit. Jesus.
And I'm just like, eh. You know how it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, I gotta give respect where respect is due, right? Like, that's all I gotta say about that. It ain't even anything personal. I just, like, I understand why Sony's doing what they're doing, but the big problem is that people want to play these games on the new console and the exclusives, and you're releasing shit as exclusives on the new console that they can't play. Now, to be fair, Horizon Forbidden West is coming to the PS4, to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe, I don't think Spider-Man 2 is. And maybe God of War Ragnarok might be the first one that's an exclusive. I don't know off the top of my head, because I don't really follow Sony exclusives. But yeah. Those are probably the big ones that are coming to exclusively. It sucks, like, people can't get these consoles. You know, they've been out at this point over a year and they still can't get it. So, like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have the PS6 in like a couple of years and people just bought their PS5s, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, like, you might as well just skip out on this generation. You know, like, why buy a console if you're only gonna get to use it for a short amount of time? I'm doing this wrong. Oh my God, this planet sucks. Getting around this planet is a fucking mess. I just think Microsoft needs to continue doing what they're doing. As I outlined earlier, I want more backwards compatibility. And they're doing it, like, they're doing shit. What?
Don't be a Sony pony.
Man, look, I kind of hate all three consoles for different reasons. And all three. The Switch is, fuck that fucking console, man. I fucking hate the Switch. I like the games on it. I hate the fucking Switch. It's trash.
I just hate the load times for certain games on the Switch.
I just hate that they mandatorily made it so you have to buy a fucking portable console. Instead of, that's the one console that needed two versions. Seriously, that is the console that needed two versions. That would have made sense to me, because then it would be like, okay, if you're a hardcore person, you just want to play it at home, boom, you don't have to take it anywhere, just play the shit at home. And, or, like, you know, like, why do I have to be punished because people, they, like, oh, well, we're gonna get rid of the 3DS. I like the 3DS. I like that schism. I like that the 3DS did things that no other console did and does and will do. I don't even know what I'm doing in here. What the fuck is this? That's all. I'm a simple man. I keep it simple. That's why I play all these old fucking games. Because, like, I keep it simple. Was he doing a push-up? What the fuck? I've lost shields. That's why I much prefer this game to Mass Effect 2. Fuck that game, that linear piece of shit. I don't enjoy it. I like that this game feels way more open-ended.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief ExoGeni researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know
know about the thorium?
I killed it.
I know what ExoGeni was up to. I saw what they let the thorium do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out there. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharaohs.
That's some nice armor that dude has on in the background, that helmet.
Everything was going fine until a few days ago. And all the creepers suddenly...
Alright, blah, blah, blah.
They're supposed to send a team to respond.
Yeah, they have problems because they're getting fucked up. Alright, no more questions.
I've heard all
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit
People
it.
lost their lives
in
here.
charge of this project.
Be reasonable. Normally ExoGeni could have my back, but I've got money. A nice little emergency.
The victims here deserve it.
Hilarious. So you survived this long just to die. Hilarious. If I killed my way in here, what makes you think you're gonna do anything, huh? Idiot. Okay. That's hilarious. Well, there you have it. I don't know if saving them does anything. It's whatever. Here, just take the money. I'm a millionaire. I don't care about that shit. Here, take it! Open the door! Man, Book of Boba Fett is disappointing.
Oh my god. Good going.
Fucking hate that shit, dude. Ah, I love this shotgun. Now I remember why I was using it. I haven't played this game in since what? We haven't played this since what, like December? Mid-December? It's been a while since we actually sat down and did this. Well, one more stream of this will be done. Pretty much the only thing left to do is bring down the Sky, Vermeer, and then the finale, Ilos. Which is basically just going to be like 3 hours of just straight story mode. Nothing else really. Let's see. Let's do debris. What is that again? Uncharted ExoGeni Facility. That's literally the name of the fucking side quest. Yeah, I only butchered my way in here. Yeah, oh, that's not gonna happen. Kill him.
Shepard, I've read up on the coups. Doesn't have to end up like this.
Bro, can y'all stop bringing up a coups?
I'm just like, you make it seem like I was responsible for that.
Yeah, you don't have to lose your mind, Shepard. The actual gaslighting.
I understand if it was like, if my backstory was like, you know, the butcher of Torfin. It's just like, yeah, I heard about Torfin, Shepard.
Is that the ruthless one?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. I don't think I've ever done that. I like Colonist better. I feel like, what is it, Space, whatever? Space Fair is just too generic. I like Colonist better. Colonist and, Soul Survivor's good. Ruthless, eh. And what's the other one? War Hero. I don't know. I kind of like Soul Survivor and Colonist the most. I feel like it gives Shepard the most tragic backstory. And it doesn't really get mentioned outside of this game either, so, oh well. Oh, here we go. Why am I doing all this? Wait, where am I? Yo, I'm legit climbing the tallest mountain on this fucking map. Actually just Spider-Manning my way around this stupidity. Whee! The fuck? What am I looking for? Oh, okay. Apparently this debris is ancient for some reason. What the fuck? No, it's not. Terrain insignia. It's an escape pod, apparently. Whatever. Okay. Alright, that's it. Did we do everything else? If so, I mean, what time is it? Alright, well, we're basically out of time regardless, because I want to watch Toonami. We've done Maroon Sea, we've done Kepler Verge. Is there anything in Century Omega? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the only thing in here is Vermeer. So, pretty much we've done everything to my knowledge. It seems like we've hit up every possible location in the game. Doesn't seem like we're missing anything from any location. Yeah, see, there's only 2 here. Hawking Edda. We've already been here. Century and what? Is there another one in Hawking Edda? I think there is, but
I don't think so.
maybe it's another game. I don't remember. I have to look over that. I have to review my my footage. I have to actually like fix up this guide. Exodus. Did we do everything here? Utopia. Yeah, this is Eden Prime. Yeah, I remember now, I think. Right? Yeah, Eden Prime. I guess people were wondering, like, well, you can't actually visit Eden Prime anymore in this game or something. Fortuna. Alright, I think we are actually done. So with that, I will... Might as well stay here. I will save the game. Next time when we play this, pretty much there's only 3 things left to do that I'm aware of. Bring down the sky so we can set that up for Mass Effect 3. Vermeer, and then Vermeer, once you complete Vermeer, which is usually what people save for last, the entirety of the remainder of the game happens pretty much non-stop. There's no way to stop it. So yeah, that is pretty much going to be the stream. I'm excited. I like this. This is fun. I did actually go out of my way, and I did get Time Splitters, by the way. Future Perfect. They also have Time Splitters 2, which is kind of cool. But at some point, I'm gonna get back around and do stuff with that. And yeah, so that is pretty much all I have. Tomorrow I'm going to do Final Fantasy, like I said, because tomorrow with Final Fantasy I'm going to complete those quests. Then we have to do the role quests this time, which I'll get around to as well. That won't be too bad. I'm already kind of getting geared on some of my different classes. Not that I probably need it to just complete those quests, obviously. But yeah, I'm getting somewhere with it. And that'll be like the actual outro to my Endwalker playthrough. So I'm definitely going to do both of those before I start doing expert or extremes and shit. Didn't really miss much. I would have had it done if we had the usual amount of time. But I want to thank Gundam Otaku for joining me this fine evening. Thank you, my brother.
Yep.
And I will see you on the next stream. So thanks everyone who showed up. To all my good friends, the bots, I wish a very delightful permaban. No problem, free of charge. You're more than welcome. And yeah, I'll see you. Do I want to stop reclining and hit my fucking soundboard? Let's work. I'm just gonna end the stream. How about